Tickets are $100 each at the Spirit Wear Shield or $105 online.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Care Like Colin Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Ethan Petitt, and it's senior night here in Harris County, and we're going to take you down to the field for pregame ceremonies on the other side of this break.
No, I just looked at it before I walked over here. What? What? Did you push the push-to-talk button? Did you push the push-to-talk button? I can't hear you if you're talking. Yeah, you pushed the button, didn't you? Y'all have fun down there. Yeah, so I am up here completely by myself. It is not.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is a special night where we recognize our 2025 Harris County High School seniors from JROTC, football, band, and cheer. We would like to congratulate these seniors and wish them well in all of their future endeavors. First, I would like to present the 2025 JROTC senior members and their escorts. First, we have Owen Couturier. He is being escorted by Richard and Nikki Couturier. His most influential teacher has been First Sergeant Willie Sutton. Owen plans to attend the University of North Georgia Boar's Head Brigade ROTC program and commission as an officer in the United States military. Let's hear it for Owen Couturier. Next, we have Katie Hamilton. Katie Hamilton is being escorted by Kent, Amanda, Kenzie, Cassie, and Hudson Hamilton. Her most influential teacher has been Colonel Michael Ferret and First Sergeant Sutton. Katie plans on attending Georgia State University and majoring in clinical psychology. Let's hear it for Katie Hamilton. Next, we have Summer Knight. She's being escorted by Bill, Elisa, Sydney Knight. Her most influential teacher has been First Sergeant Willie Sutton. Summer plans to pursue art conservation at the University of Georgia or at the Savannah College of Art and Design. Let's hear it for Summer Knight. Next, we have Kevin Porter. He's being escorted by Kevin Porter and Gary and Julie Brown. His most influential teacher has been Colonel Michael Ferret Kevin plans on attending the University of North Georgia, majoring in kinesiology while attending the ROTC Boar's Head Brigade and planning to commission as a second lieutenant in the infantry. Let's hear it for Kevin Porter. Next up is Zachary Williams. He's being escorted by Stacy Williams, Manza Hernandez, Thea and Rich Williams, Gage Foskey, Jason and Noah McConnell. His most influential teacher has been Miss Kim DeGonia. Zachary plans to enlist in the United States Army. Let's hear it for Zachary Williams. And congratulations to all of our JROTC seniors and families. Now introducing your 2025 senior football players, student athletic trainers, and football social medias. First, number 0, Nolan Johnson. He's being escorted by Burgundy Williams and Eva Johnson. His most influential teacher has been Coach Logan Winkles. Nolan plans on going to college to play football and major in engineering. Nolan Johnson. Next, we have number 5, DJ Holsey. He's being escorted by Daryl and Solanda Holsey. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Tara Wingard. DJ plans to attend Columbus Tech and study HVAC. DJ desires to open his own HVAC business in the future. Let's hear for DJ Holsey. Next, we have number 6, Solomon Sparks. He's being escorted by Dr. Monica Sparks. His most influential teacher has been Mr. Mark Howington. Solomon plans to attend Georgia State University and major in physical education. He will pursue a career in the United States Air Force. Let's hear it for Solomon Sparks. Next, we have number 7, Jordan Rutledge, being escorted by Melissa and DeWarren Rutledge. Also with Janiyah Johnson and Justin Rutledge. His most influential teachers have been Coach Logan Winkles, Coach Tommy Watson, and Coach Bryant Garrison. Jordan plans to attend trade school and become an electrician. Let's hear it for Jordan Rutledge. Next, we have number 10, PJ Sterling. PJ's being escorted by Philip Sterling, Samantha Sims, Michaela Freer, Savannah Dunlap, and Raphael Sterling, and his nephew KJ. His most influential teachers have been Mrs. Mandy Lane, Mrs. Brittany Moton, Mrs. Shannon Williams, and Coach Craig Suber. PJ plans to attend college and further his football career. Let's hear it for PJ Sterling. Next up, number 11, Kingston Rivers. Kingston is being escorted by Travis and Lanisha Rivers. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Tara Wingard. Kingston plans to continue his education at the next level and major in civil engineering and later start his own contracting business. Let's hear it for Kingston Rivers. Next up, number 12, Montrez Woods. Montrez is being escorted by Nakaya and Kevin Woods. His most influential teacher has been Mr. Mark Howington. Montrez plans on either attending a 4-year university and majoring in graphic arts and design or going into the reserves and obtaining a CDL license. Let's hear it for Montrez Woods. Now we have number 16, Alex Sloan. Alex is being escorted by Kyle and Courtney Sloan. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Lane Tyus. Alex plans to attend college and then become a pilot. Let's hear it for Alex Sloan. Now we have number 23, Joseph Taylor. Joseph's being escorted by Ashley Brown, Joseph Taylor Sr., Jalen Taylor, and Jayla Taylor. His most influential teachers have been Mr. Josh Tracy, Mr. Ryan Miller, and Mrs. Kristen Waits. Joseph plans on attending college and majoring in architecture. Let's hear it for Joseph Taylor. Next up, number 33, Carter Myers. Carter's being escorted by Stephen, Brandy, Cody, and Cannon Myers. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Kimberly Apple. Carter plans to go to college and pursue a degree in business. Let's hear it for Carter Myers. Next up, number 45, Antoine Brantford. Antoine is being escorted by Steve and Chiquita Brantford and his girlfriend Rayleigh, along with cousin AJ. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Erin Ward. Antoine plans to attend college and then become a welder. Let's hear it for Antoine Brantford. Next up, we have number 54, Reggie Brown. Reggie's being escorted by Tiffany Jaden and Taylor Brown, Reggie Goodman, and Jakiria Hudson. His most influential teacher has been Miss Brittany Moton, Mrs. Shannon Williams, and Mrs. Mandy Lane, and Coach David Holbrook. Reggie plans to attend trade school to learn construction. Let's hear it for Reggie Brown. Now we have number 79, Wesley Sappington. Wesley's being escorted by Rob, Jennifer, and Anna Sappington. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Lane Tyus. Wesley plans to either attend college and train for the military or to prepare to go into ministry for missions and pastoral work. Let's hear it for Wesley Sappington. Now we have number 80, Hunter Harmon. Hunter is being escorted by Jesse and Hunter Juhan, Adam and Heather Harmon, Callan, Sam and Bree Harmon, and Maverick Juhan. His most influential teacher has been Coach Tommy Watson. Hunter plans to attend Kennesaw State University. Let's hear it for Hunter Harmon. Next up, student athletic trainer Abigail Bailey. Abigail is being escorted by Heather Birch and Brian and Janet Sass. Her most influential teacher has been Mr. Mark Howington. Abigail plans to go to college to pursue a Doctor of Pharmacy degree. Let's hear it for Abigail Bailey. Next up, student athletic trainer Savannah Henderson. She is being escorted by Hal and Logan Henderson. Her most influential teachers have been Mr. Ryan Daniel and Mrs. Kristen Waits. Savannah plans to go to college and major in public health and eventually obtain a master's degree in athletic training. Let's hear it for Savannah Henderson. Next up, student athletic trainer Nora Martin. Nora is being escorted by Michael Shelley. Her most influential teachers have been Miss Nora Smith and Mrs. Patsy Boykin. Nora plans to go into medical school in the area of dermatology. Let's hear it for Nora Martin. Now we have student athletic trainer Ada Spurlock. Ada is being escorted by Jamie and Amy Spurlock. Her most influential teachers have been Ms. Sonora Smith and Mrs. Patsy Boykin. Ada plans on majoring in biology and eventually becoming a breast imaging radiologist. Let's hear it for Ada Spurlock. Next, student social media photographer, videographer, Braxton Roy. He's being escorted by Charles and Pam Roy. His most influential teacher has been Coach Tommy Watson. Braxton plans to attend Auburn University and major in journalism. Let's hear it for Braxton Roy. And congratulations to all of our 2025 senior football players, student trainers, social media crew, and their families. We will now recognize our 2025 senior band members. First up, Austin Bowens being escorted by Daniel and Jennifer Bowens. His most influential teacher has been Mr. Kenneth Thomas. Austin plans to attend Columbus State University and obtain a bachelor's degree in fine arts while majoring in graphic design. Let's hear it for Austin Bowens. And now we have Brenna Bradley. Brenna is being escorted by Lindsay Whitley and Scott Whitley. Her most influential teacher has been Mr. Ryan Freeman. Brenna plans to attend Georgia College and State University. Let's hear it for Brenna Bradley. Next up, senior Bella Burrows. Bella is being escorted by Todd and Crystal Burrows. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Brittany Moss. Bella plans to get a Juris Doctorate degree and be an attorney. Let's hear it for Bella Burrows. Now we have Abby Dunham. Abby is being escorted by Judy Dunham and Ryan Thralls. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Toy Freeman. Abby plans to go to Columbus State University and major in psychology. Let's hear it for Abby Dunham. Next up, Ray Forrest, being escorted by Nathan and Ashley Forrest. Ray's most influential teacher has been Dr. Tiffany Kessler-Hopek and Mrs. Lane Tyus. Ray plans to become an equine veterinary surgeon. Let's hear it for Ray Forrest. Next up, Miss London Franklin. London is being escorted by Tracy Maddox and Desmond Ware. Her most influential teacher has been Miss Sarah Walsworth, but all of her teachers have impacted her life. London plans to go to Georgia Southern University to study nursing and fulfill her dream of becoming a nurse in the Navy. Let's hear it for London Franklin. Next up, we have Eliana Goggle. She's being escorted by Amy, David, Isaac, and Rayanne Gagel. Her most influential teachers have been Dr. Tiffany Kessler-Hopek and Dr. Chris Libby. Eliana plans to go to college and master in music education and become a high school band director. Let's hear it for Eliana Gagel. Next is Lazarus Hess. He is being escorted by Virginia Payne and Timothy Hess. His most influential teacher has been Mr. Kenneth Thomas. Lazarus plans to go to college and major in graphic design or education. Let's hear it for Lazarus Hess. Now we have Julia Jones. Julia is being escorted by Robert and Amanda Jones. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Chloe Chambers. Julia plans to go to college and become a forensic entomologist. Let's hear it for Julia Jones. Next we have Matthew Lara. Matthew is being escorted by Yanelki and Camilo Lara. His most influential teacher has been Dr. Chris Libby. Matthew plans to study entomology and continue practicing trombone on the side. Let's hear it for Matthew Lara. Now we have Harley Lewis being escorted by Christopher and Mickey Crawford. Her most influential teachers have been Mr. Kenneth Thomas and Dr. Chris Libby. Harley plans to attend Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College to study to be a large animal veterinarian. Let's hear it for Harley Lewis. Next up is Alicia McMurtry. Alicia is being escorted by David McMurtry and Catherine Ingram. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Robin Slay. Alicia plans to attend Mercer University and major in neuroscience and then attend med school to become a neuropsychiatrist. Let's hear it for Alicia McMurtry. Next up, Rory Mills being escorted by Jacqueline Stephen Ryan and Riley Mills. Her most influential teacher has been Colonel Michael Farrett. Rory plans to attend the University of North Georgia or Columbus State University to obtain a degree in elementary special education. Let's hear it for Rory Mills. Next is Kaylee Mosley. Kaylee is being escorted by Crystal, Caleb, Leah, and Jonathan Mosley. Her most influential teacher has been Dr. Chris Libby. Kaylee plans to go to college, major in business, and become an entrepreneur. Let's hear it for Kaylee Mosley. Now we have senior Olivia Owens being escorted by Brian Owens and Kimberly Farringer. Olivia's most influential teacher has been Mr. Ryan Miller. Olivia plans to go to college and study special education as a precursor to a degree in occupational therapy. Let's hear it for Olivia Owens. Now we have Shanti Patel. She is escorted by Umesh Patel. Her most influential teacher has been Miss Tammy Bailey. Shanti plans on attending either Georgia Tech University or Emory University to major in economics. Let's hear it for Shanti Patel. Now we have Olivia Pope being escorted by Patrick and Lois Pope. Her most influential teachers have been Miss Maritza Alamo and Mrs. Jennifer Robinson. Olivia plans to become a paraprofessional while pursuing an online degree in elementary education. Let's hear it for Olivia Pope. Now we have Tyler Razak. Tyler is escorted by Jeremiah, Dana Addison, and Lucas D'Annunzio. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Kristen Waits. Tyler plans on joining the United States Army. Let's hear it for Tyler Razak. Next up we have Evan Simmons. Evan is being escorted by Adam and Leslie Simmons. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Troy Freeman. Evan plans on going to college to study mechanical engineering. Let's hear it for Evan Simmons. Now we have senior Alex Steed being escorted by Tim Steed. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Katie Sizemore. Alex plans to attend Georgia Tech University and major in computer engineering. Let's hear it for Alex Steed. Now we have Jasmine Steed being escorted by Tracy Steed. Her most influential teacher has been Dr. Chris Libby. Jasmine plans to major in biochemistry and become a pathologist. Let's hear it for Jasmine Steed. Next up is senior Grace Steele. Grace is being escorted by Angela, John, and Evan Petitt. Her most influential teacher has been Colonel Michael Farrett. Grace plans to go to college and study pediatric nursing. Let's hear it for Grace Steele. And now senior Ben Dunham. Ben is being escorted by Judy Dunham and Ryan Thrall. His most influential teacher has been Mrs. Jennifer Robinson. Ben plans to get a bachelor's degree in music education. Let's hear it from Ben Dunham. And now congratulations to our 2025 senior band members and their families. We will now recognize our 2025 senior cheerleaders. First up, we have Addison Baker. Addison is being escorted by Shalia Baker, Donald Baker, and Avion Baker. Her most influential teachers have been First Sergeant Willie Sutton and Mrs. Katie McCall. Addison plans to attend Auburn University, join the Air Force ROTC, major in pre-physical therapy, and become a commissioned officer in the United States Air Force. Let's hear it for Addison Baker. Next up, we have Abigail Gilstrap. Abigail is being escorted by Constance, Chris, and Jacob Gilstrap. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Lane Tice. Abigail plans to cheer in college and major in physical therapy. Let's hear it for Abigail Gilstrap. Next we have Marissa Hamby being escorted by Tim and Elizabeth Peterson. Her most influential teacher has been Chief Mitt Smith. Marissa plans to continue to cheer in college while pursuing her goal of becoming a pediatrician. Let's hear it for Marissa Hamby. Next we have Ava Grace Keebrick. Ava Grace is being escorted by Greg and Aaron Keebrick. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Kimberly Apple. Ava plans to attend Georgia Tech University, cheer, and major in biology. Ava plans on becoming a chiropractor and opening her own practice. Let's hear it for Ava Grace Keebrick. Next up, Kat Newman. Kat is being escorted by Lisa Brenton Jameson, Matthew Blair. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Chrissy Cooper. Kat plans to go to college and pursue a degree in architecture. Let's hear it for Kat Newman. Next up is Delaney Swan. Delaney is being escorted by Ben Swan, April Crownheart Swan, and Maverick Crownheart Swan. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Jennifer Robinson. Delaney plans to go to college and major in nursing. Let's hear it for Delaney Swan. Next we have senior Bella Walter. Bella is being escorted by Ian Walter and Jamie Thorpe. Her most influential teacher has been Mrs. Williams. Bella plans to study nursing and become a family nurse practitioner. Let's hear it for Bella Walter. Next is Allie Webb being escorted by Mr. Mike Webb and Judge Jennifer B. Webb. Allie's most influential teacher has been Mrs. Haley Hudson. Allie plans to attend the University of North Georgia and major in art education. Allie plans to be an elementary art teacher. Let's hear it for Allie Webb. We would now like to recognize Harris County High School mascot, Tano. Kaden Bennett is being escorted by Sandra Bennett and Tanaya Bennett. Her most influential teacher is Mrs. Kristen Waits, and most influential staff member is Nurse Mandy Smith. Caden's plan is to join the military, become a trauma surgeon, and to attain a law degree. Let's hear it for Kaden Bennett. And congratulations to our 2025 senior cheerleaders and their families. Please join us in giving all of our seniors another round of applause. Again, congratulations, seniors, for all the memories and your accomplishments. You have made a great impact on Harris County High School. Best of luck in all of your future endeavors. And remember, once a tiger, always a tiger.
off, so it'd be more motion. It's this little thing right here, and she slides on. I'll try to tell you every
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Harris County High School Army JROTC. And please remain standing as our national anthem under the direction of drum major Eliana Gagel will be presented by the Sound of the County Tiger Marching Band.
I didn't know if you went to that. Also, I forgot.
Tonight's color guard consists of Cadet Captain Olivia Connolly, Cadet Staff Sergeant Heath Copper, Cadet Sergeant McKenna Loeffler, and Cadet Sergeant Spencer Lopez.
Somebody catch it, Christian Olsen. 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Tigers!
Harris County rises to the occasion again.
This is Harris County football, and nobody does it like the county. Hey, welcome in to Hamilton, Georgia. Senior night here in Harris County with a matchup Harris County High School versus Mundy's Mill. Rick Beach, Ethan Petitt with you tonight, bringing you all this action on a nice, cool night, feeling like football season. And, you know, it's a season that for Harris County, you know, unfortunately not going the way they wanted. A very young team, but for the most part, a lot of the games did kind of go, you would think. You feel like you get let a couple get away. But, Ethan, it seems like the anticipation for the season took so long to get here, and it's just gone in a flash.
Yeah, absolutely. I was so excited, you know, coming into this game to be ready to be in the booth for the first time and, you know, watch these Tigers do what they do. And it did go by fast because, you know, it certainly felt like, you know, week one was 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't. And, you know, now we're final game of the season, you know, here in the jungle, and I hope they can go out on a win here.
Yeah, nothing else. You know, these seniors deserve that. You see, we mentioned the weather here at 68 degrees, clear night. You know, it's just beautiful weather. You got the wind coming in off the mountain, so it's a little crisp night. Feels great. Feels like football season. You know, Ethan, and when you look at this team, we mentioned the youth, and it seems it's getting younger each and every week. They seem to get younger and younger. So you look at this game as not only your last game of 2025, which it is, but it's also kind of like a preview of the 2026 Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen a lot of young talent this year, you know, especially in the sophomores. But, you know, that freshman team has been good, and they're going to be, you know, like next year, they're going to be the sophomores we saw this year.
Yeah.
And those sophomores are going to be juniors next year. And I have a lot of hope and faith in this team in the next couple of years.
Yeah, and also the special thing about this particular senior class is, you know, when Coach Watson got hired and came in that spring, they were 8th graders. So these are the first kids that made it throughout. They went from, you know, 8th grade year all the way through with Coach Watson. They had some rough seasons in there. They've had some great seasons. You mentioned that Watson's first year, their freshman year, was the 2-win season. Their next year they win region, 11-win school record. But these guys stuck with it. They stuck with Coach Watson. They have faith in the program. And you see them walking across. This is the captains. The Whistling Pig captains of the game is all the seniors. 14 seniors. If you notice on the bottom of your screen, you'll see the names scrolling across. We're going to have all the football players, JROTC, cheerleaders, band, and, hey, social media senior, Braxton Roy, he's on there. We'll have those names throughout the game. We'll see the bottom line, the little ticker will come up, and that's going to be your captains are all the seniors. Now only 4 of them will walk out there. We're going to be Reggie, Cowboy, Nolan, and Carter. You see Carter's out of uniform. He had that leg injury last week. And, you know, yet again, we got to see some youth come in and take his spot, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, and you mentioned, you know, no Carter tonight, and I really do hate that, you know, for him. And, you know, this team, they really want him to play here on senior night, but, you know, it really does suck for him. But, you know, he's been through this. You know, he had a couple, I think, injuries last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
But, you know, I do hate not to see him in pads, and I know he does too.
Yeah, and you also see Kingston and Joe Taylor down there, seniors, out of uniform due to injury. It's an unfortunate, it's a physical game.
Yeah.
And when you go through the region that we're in, plays a role in that. But, you know, Coach Watson had a good line. He said the team's leaking oil coming to the finish line. And, you know, it's these injuries. But, hey, next man up type mentality. And, you know, a quote that I always lean to, and Coach Watson goes to it too, is if you're good enough, you're old enough. And you see some freshmen out there getting opportunity today. We mentioned last week, Xander Colley had a chance to get some playing time. And, you know, see him a little bit more tonight. You see number 71 on offense. That's going to be a freshman getting some playing time. So it's fun to see that. And I'm looking forward to, like I said, seeing some of the youth get out there tonight. And I'm also looking forward to these guys that stuck with Coach Watson leaving the jungle tonight with a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here they come running out of the tunnel. Your Harris County Tigers on the senior night. Going through the coin toss right now. Let's see if Harris County, they're going to shake. So we got the coin toss underway. We got the team out on the field, and we're not far from having kickoff. Mundy's Mill and Harris County. Tigers versus Tigers here in the jungle. What better place to have that matchup? Super excited to see these seniors and what they can do. And, you know, like I said, this class is special, especially for Coach Watson being his last, you know, his group. We mentioned that a minute ago. That's his group right here. And here we go. We got the refs making their little meeting there. You see Coach Watson down the sideline. He was really emotional talking about this group being this, you know, group he's seen them from the cradle out the door, so it's been a special group. And here comes Harris County to receive the kickoff to start the game.
Officials for tonight's contest from the West Georgia Football Officials Association.
Waiting on Mundy's Mill now.
Mike Poe, umpire, Till Crowder, headline judge, Tim Noon.
Let's see if they're still waiting. You see Jalen Robinson out to return the kick, and Zephaniah McGee on the other side. So there come Mundy's Mill. Let's see how they're going to do this. You see Jalen's up on about the 14-yard line waiting on the kickoff. And Mundy's talking. Here we go. We're finally about to get kickoff here in Hamilton. Love these late season games because it's under the night lights. And there's a short kick. Going to be caught line drive. Let's see, flags going off. And they're going to back it up to the 35. So Harris County trying to get some good field position right here. Now they got Jalen standing on the 20. Zephaniah moving up. You know, one thing we haven't had this year, Ethan, is a kickoff return for Harris County, so no better time like the present, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've had some troubles kicking off.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really been much, you know, receiving. They've been good, and with Z back there, he's had a great year returning these kicks. And maybe the announcer jinx is going to come in a good time here.
That's what we're hoping to reverse jinx, is he's got it lined up. He's pointing back before they switch again. Now the kick, better kickoff this time, but it's going to be called about the 21 by Jalen. He's coming up in the middle, 30, 35. He gets hit, and he's taken down about the 40-yard line, and that's where Caden Harrison and this Harris County Tigers offense will take over. Good field position, good way to start for Harris County.
Harris County first and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
They're going to call it the 41. Looks like Doffett's going to be the tight end. You see getting set up. And you see Caden Harrison in there with the black leggings tonight. We mentioned how cool it was. This game's already in a very slow pace of trying to get the game clock on the stadium set. It didn't go off with the kickoff. So they're getting that situated. It took a little bit on the actual kickoff to happen, Ethan, so it's kind of a slow play here. Let's see, they're trying to get everything straight. Now you see The head official talking to Coach Watson. Now he's going to run over and talk to the other side. Now he's coming over to the offensive huddle, and here we go.
First and 10.
Jaden Marshall, the freshman running back in the game, he gets the first handoff. He goes up the middle, and he's going to get about 5 yards. So freshman running back. We mentioned the young getting younger, and that's what Harris County's doing.
4-yard gain on the play.
Going right back with it. Jaden Marshall to the left of Harrison. Now Harrison going to fake the ties, give it to Jaden. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and push back, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to say he lost a yard. Make it a 3rd and 6. And Matt Love checks in at running back. Let's see here. See Kay Tyus and Jalen Robinson at the top of your screen. Jalen at that slot. The offense going to switch over to the right. So Matt Love and Caden Harrison. There's the fakes a handoff. Harrison's tipped at the line. Ball's in the air. And it's incomplete. And just like that, Harris County goes 3 and out. And they'll be punting away to this Mundy's Mill.
Yeah, that's so disappointing to see, especially after getting 5 yards on first down.
Yeah.
And, you know, you set up 2nd and 3rd down, and you just have to get 5 yards, and your second play goes backwards, and then that ball getting tipped. But
and here's Nate Batchelor to punt it. Low snap down at his feet. Nate's going to roll out, drops the ball, tries to land on it. Mundy's is going to fall on the ball, and it's going to be Mundy football at the 35-yard line as disaster strikes for Harris County early in this matchup. And this team's facing adversity after a long season already. They're going to have to try to fight it off and be resilient, Ethan.
yeah, absolutely. And this is also not something you want. You want to get off to a hot start against a team that hasn't won a game yet this year. And you know, I don't know. And when you don't, I just think you got to move the ball, especially when you've had kind of a rough year yourself. You want to see where your team is at.
Absolutely. We mentioned last week the keys to an upset when we was playing Central Carroll. One of the keys is you got to force turnovers, and, you know, right there Harris County turns it over. You know, kind of deep in your own territory, setting up Mundy's with great field position. And what you do, you mentioned, you know, 0-8 on the season. You give a team like that hope, and you give them belief on a year that, you know, they're looking for that first win. And now if you're this defense, you got to try to find a way to zap that feeling away from them and come up with a big play. Going to be Emmanuel Aquando at quarterback. There's a snap. They drop it on the ground. They fall on it. Let's see who has it. It's going to be Mundy's ball. They're going to lose about 3 yards on the play as they went on a little read right there, and he drops it on the read.
Yeah, well, you just mentioned the keys to getting an upset is having to capitalize on mistakes, and you can't make those kind of mistakes yourself, but they're very fortunate they hop back on that football.
Here we go on 2nd down. Snap. This time he's going to hand it off. Running back goes the long route. Now he's getting hit, driven down. Let's see who's in there on the play. And he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give Alexich credit on the snap. You look down on that defensive line. You see Reggie Brown, P.J. Sterling up there, Indris, and also you're going to see Liam Colley switching back to the defensive line. He's been excited about that. Man, he was so excited this morning talking about it. And here's a big third down for this Harris County defense early in this matchup. Straight drop back, pressure trying to come. He rolls out to the left. He's going to plant, throw it while he's hit to the ground. Ball's in there to the end zone, and Damon Brooks knocks it down. No flags on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 12 for Mundy's Mill.
I am very surprised not to see that quarterback take off and run. He had a lot of field ahead of him. He had maybe, might not have got the first down, but certainly set yourself up for 4th and 2 or 3. Give yourself a chance to go for it, but now really looks like they're going to stay on the field, the offense. But he should have taken off there.
Yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him. He chose to ride it out. It was P.J. Sterling applying the pressure. Now he's dropped back on this 4th down. He throws it over here to the 31, 32. It's going to be a 1st down. Harris County holding on to him. And they finally come up and bring him down about the 25-yard line. Tyron Russell coming in, making the tackle. And on 4th and 12, they get the 1st down. And you think back to the 1st down play where they fumbled it and Harris County couldn't jump on it. And it's just been that kind of season for the Tigers from Harris County. As now it's going to be 1st down Mundy's Mill at the 24. Quarterback draw, running up the middle. He's getting some ground. He's getting close to the sticks. He's going to be brought down. They're going to spot him a lot further back than it looked like he was getting. They're going to put him on the 19-yard line. Second down and 4. They're going to give it a gain of 6. They're going to hand it off. He's going to get a little bit. He might get a yard or 2 on that one. Jordan Bogar on the carry. He's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third down and about 4 right here. Mundy's trying to get in. Ball on the 18-yard line. They're going to say 3rd and 3. Bogar in at running back. As that's Jeremiah Rue at quarterback, I'm sorry. So Rue rolls out to his right. Harris County finally getting some pressure, throws on the run. Caught and hit. And it's going to be a 1st down. 1st and goal. Kawante Moore, the senior, with the catch. As he caught the pass, jumped up for it. He was hit by Damon Brooks. But now it's 1st and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Now they put Bogar in motion. Looks like Mundy's going to have to use a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Nestled along the Chattahoochee River, City Mills blends historic charm with modern luxury. Stay in boutique-style rooms designed for comfort, just steps away from fine dining at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. If you're planning a celebration, our event center offers stunning river views, elegant spaces, and a brand new riverside tent. Perfect for weddings, receptions, and special gatherings, rain or shine. Whether you're here to relax, explore, or create lasting memories, City Mills is where history meets hospitality.
And there's a snap. Rue going to kind of quarterback draw. He's going to get spun down. Let's see where they do. They're going to say touchdown Mundy's Mill. And it's 6-0 already here in Hamilton. You just got to feel, the confidence now over on that Mundy's Mill sideline, Ethan. You were talking about it. I was talking about it. When you're struggling like Mundy's, you feel if you got to get some turnovers and things go your way. And early in this matchup, everything seems to be going to the orange and blue of Mundy's Mill.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the muff punt that, they got on, and then they fumbled one themselves, but they got back on it. And, they made up for that mistake. They were able to convert on a 4th and 12, and that was the biggest play of the drive. And Harris County, they've got to answer here.
Here's the extra point. It's up and squeezes through, and it's 7-0 Mundy's Mill. And this Harris County offense, who went 3 and out, is going to have to figure it out right now. But we've seen this Harris County team, think back to the Northside game, fall way behind and look like, just had it. All hope is given up. And a lot of people, I've talked to people, and I was there, and I felt to myself kind of thinking it can't get much worse than where we're at. And they're resilient. Dougherty County, we were, very resilient in that win too. As they come back out, Jalen and Zephaniah getting ready for this kickoff. Mundy's Mill band coming up to the game, filing in. We mentioned when Jonesboro came down, and then last year, especially at Jonesboro, seeing their band. They played in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Mundy's Mill, which is in Jonesboro as well. They have a fantastic band, really fun to watch, and just listen to them march as they come into the stadium and all that is really good. See them trying to get the ball set up on the tee. And they're going to kick this thing off, and this Harris County offense is going to try to kick off some momentum and get the ball rolling for them, as Mundy seems to be set now. We mentioned the names at the bottom of the screen of the seniors. As there's the kickoff, it's going to be a short kick. Call it the 35. He cuts it up around the 40, 41. And I don't know why Forward Progress wasn't stopping. He was getting pulled back, trying to get a number on it. I believe that was Matt Love. Matt Love got the return, and that little kickoff was a short line drive. Couldn't even get no block set up. He caught it so fast. And the Harris County, again, with good field position to start this drive, they need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things is taking advantage of stuff. And, we talked about it, just last drive. Was, trying to take advantage of opportunities, and Mundy's Mill certainly has. And when Mundy's Mill is capitalizing on everything, you have to play at their pace.
And here we go on first down. Harrison drops back, throws a K. Titus caught. He backs up, and he's going to get hit. But again, on first down, you're moving the chains a little bit, setting up a 2nd and 5. Sophomore K. Titus with the catch. Also in it, tight end is going to be junior from Waverly Hall, Preston Jenkins, coming in playing some offense. Now the receivers are going to flop. They're going to flip to the other side. K. Tice goes up to the numbers. Jalen at the slot. And they're just going to hand that ball off. And he's going to get a first down. Zephaniah McGee with a carry. And there you go. Harris County gets that first down, and now you just want to stack some momentum, stack some plays, and try to get something going, and Harris County is able to do that as they cross midfield. Harrison on first down, fakes it, goes himself right up the middle, and he'll get about 7 yards on that first down play and bring up a 2nd down and short. And that's what this offense needs, Ethan, getting this momentum kind of feeling themselves.
Yeah, especially with the running game and having your quarterback be able to take off and have the ability to go up the middle nonetheless.
Here we go on 2nd down and 3. Harrison straight drop back, throws it quick over the middle. Jalen going to catch it, lose ground, then gain it back. And it's another county first down. He's going to be about the 31-yard line. And just like that, back-to-back first downs. And here comes Xander Colley It's an extra offensive lineman coming into the game. Xander, the freshman tackle, had a fantastic season, freshman in JV. Now you got Preston on that side as well. They're going to run it. A little bit of a hole. There's Zephaniah making some moves. And he's going to gain maybe 4 and bring up a second and medium play right here. Now Preston jogs off, and they're going to bring in Damon Brooks, another wide receiver, to go to a trip set down here at the bottom.
3rd and 6.
So here we go. Got the lunch line at the bottom. Throw to Jalen. He catches it on the run, and nice play by the corner. They're going to lose a yard. Should bring up 3rd down. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 right here. Ball on the 28. They're going to go same formation. Zephaniah to the left of Harrison. Harrison straight drops back. Going to throw it back over to Jalen. Makes a man miss. Gets hit. He's going to gain back to the line of scrimmage. And that make it 4th down and 7 from where they're spotting it. Coach Watson going to keep the offense on the field, it looks like. And now it's Harris County trying to make a 4th down conversion, much like Mundy's Mills made a 4th down conversion on their opening drive. Connor Creed wearing the number 30 today, playing a little bit of tight end. He's at the right of the screen. Matt Love staying in at running back. Doffett in at the tight end to the left of Harrison. You got duo at the top. Love goes in motion. It's going to be a fake quarterback draw right up the middle. Harrison slung front. Let's see if he got slung for the 1st down. He didn't. He's going to be short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Mundy's Mills will take over at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think right there on that 3rd down, you run that screen pass again, and, you know, it didn't play work the play before. I think right there, if you know you're going to go for it on 4th down, you throw it downfield like you got 5 yards. The other plays you threw it a little downfield, but going backwards to start, I think kind of killed him there. And
well, it's only when the play don't work as it looks. You're looking for numbers, and their corner made a heck of a play to get around and get Jalen, which we've seen that same play work before. Here we go, 1st down. They're going to fake the run, quarterback keep, and he's going to dive forward. Let's see the ball's out. Let's see if there's a beanbagger, if they're going to say he's down. We're looking for the officials to make a call. Let's see what they're going to say. Are they going to? They're going to say, we're waiting on the white hat to make a call. The defense is all pointing. They're wanting to get off the field. The coaching staff is pointing. Everybody but the white hat's pointing so far. The officials are talking. If you're Harris County, you really want to get this turnover. You're looking for something. P.J. Sterling came up with the ball. Looks like they're going to say Mundy's football, 2nd down. They said he was down, I think, on the play.
I think the only reason that he may have been down, I couldn't see his knee exactly, but I think maybe his elbow may have went down before the ball hit the turf.
And here we go. Be 2nd down and 5. Ball right there on the 29-yard line. Nose of the ball touching the 29. Snap. He drops back. Rue looking. P.J. Sterling's chasing him down. He grabs him and takes him to the ground. That time the ball came out again. Harris County says they got it again. This time the white hat agrees with them, and it's a turnover. And P.J. Sterling on senior night, strip sack, fumble recovery, and just like that, Harris County's got momentum.
P.J. Sterling is continuing to be one of the best pass rushers for Harris County, and you see him chasing down, the quarterback right there. Just great play, being able to force the fumble and then hop on it. Great play from P.J. Sterling.
And Harris County is going to take over in the Rick Knight red zone as they'll be at the 18-yard line. They're going to say the 17-yard line. And maybe things are a-changing for Harris County. We mentioned it seems the ball hasn't gone their way. Each fumble, they just couldn't fall on it. But that time, P.J. Sterling with the play sets them up nice. And here comes the offense with Matt Love to the left of the quarterback, Caden Harrison. This time it's Harrison keeping it again. He goes up the middle. He's hit and stays on his feet. He's driving his legs. And he's going to get 9 yards. He's going to set up a 2nd and short. And, Ethan, this is kind of one of those moments you're talking about it, where you think Harris County could take a shot at the end zone right here on 2nd down and half a yard.
Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity. You're at the, 7-yard line, 8-yard line, 2nd and 1. This is a perfect opportunity to go for the end zone.
Connor Creed coming into the game, as well as got the diamond formation. Zephaniah at the top of it. They're going to hand it straight off to him. He makes a cut. Let's see if he got that 1st down yardage. Looked like he did before he got slung back. The official on the far end of the field is going to spot him maybe a little short and bring up a 3rd down and short. Now it looks like they're going to get in tight. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. That's exactly what it is. Flag on the play as the umpire threw it from behind the defensive line. They're going to say false start Harris County. And now your 3rd and 1, 3rd and short is going to take you to a 3rd and 5 situation. And now Matt Love, Jalen Robinson, and Cade Tyus is going to check in. And you're going to run your tight end. Look like Nolan Market coming off, as well as Finn Taylor. You had a lot of big boys, big bodies in on that play. Now you're going to switch them out for Jalen and Cade. You also got Matt Love to the left, 3rd and 5. Snap. Love going to get it right up the middle. And that should be good enough for a 1st down. And again, the official on the far end spotting the ball just a little bit, possibly a little bit short. And it's going to be 4th and short again. Now you're right back where you were the play before. And they're going to go right up under center. Caden takes a snap. Goes behind the guard. He's getting pushed. And they're going to say he didn't get it. Turnover on downs. There's really no push right there for Caden Harrison. And Mundy's will take over inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And some of that momentum, you feel like you might have it slip away a little bit, Ethan.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of those plays, and before, you saw the false start on that. I think you go up there with a snap count. I think you go up there, go up and see if they jump. Because I think they're going to be real, jumpy trying to get that stop. But I didn't see any push there from, behind on Harrison.
And that ended up being the downfall. But also it's kind of something all year. We mentioned the penalties. It seems like the pre-snap penalties really hurt Harris County. Now we got straight drop back for Rue. He's going to throw a little screen pass. Coming in, Sterling. He misses him. And he's going to get some yards after that. Another missed tackle. And now a play you possibly could have had the tackle for loss on. They're going to spot him good enough for the 1st down as the VAR official spots that one for a 1st down for Mundy's Mill. Inside a minute here in the 1st quarter. And it's been a 1st quarter to forget for Harris County. Rue straight back standing on about the 9. He gets a snap, gives it to Bogart, going off right tackle. Gets his little bit of a crease, makes the man miss. He's at the 40, 45. Harris County finally drags him down. And there's a flag on the play at the 21-yard line. And we'll check with the white hat to see what we have here. It's going to be a holding on Mundy's Mill. And that'll come back. And that's a play that'll put the Tigers from Mundy's Mill behind the sticks. If you're Harris County, you're looking for anything to try to grasp that right here, Ethan, for momentum.
Yeah.
And don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll have the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game given out. put the ball at the 15 nose, touching the 15-yard line. Bring up a 1st and 14 is what they're going to say. Rue standing on the 10, drops back. It's going to be a pass. He's looking downfield, has plenty of time. Man wide open, streaking across the field. He's going to get it. Looks like he ran out just short of the first down mark. He did. And just like that, it's going to be 2nd down and 1. A gain of 13 on the play. Freshman Jace Britt checks into the game at linebacker. Another guy had a fantastic freshman season on the freshman team and playing some JV ball. Trips down at the bottom. They're looking at the top. Rue going to have a quarterback drawing all kind of green in front of him. He's cutting towards the sideline out of bounds at the 42. That'll be a 1st down. It's a big gain for Mundy's Mill. Be 1st and 10, ball on the 41. There's a snap. He's looking again downfield, taking plenty of time. Harris County can't get to him. He's going to throw it deep downfield. One-on-one coverage, and it's incomplete. Damon Brooks in on the coverage. And they'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. It looked like Mundy was going for it all right there.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree with it. I mean, he had great protection right there. He had plenty of time, unload, throw it downfield. Fortunate for Harris County that it fell incomplete. Good coverage, too.
So here we go, ball 2nd and 10, just 11 seconds in the first quarter. Harris County trying to find some pressure. They're going to run it right up the middle. And you see sophomore Tyron Russell coming in making the tackle. And that's how the first quarter will end. And when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 5. As we go to the second quarter, it's 7-0 Mundy's Mill here in Hamilton.
For game day, work day, or any Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,000. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons. Comfort on towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, December, Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And welcome back, Rick Beach, Ethan Petitt. Here starting the second quarter. Harris County had to play a little bit of momentum and let it fizzle away on offense with another turnover on downs. And now they're facing a 3rd and 5 on defense. Mundy's getting the snap. Harris County trying to bring some pressure at the top. It's a running play, sniffed out and stopped. And again, there's number 10, P.J. Sterling, making a play. Also in on the play was K.J. Neal. And now it's 4th down and 7. Let's see what Mundy's is going to do here, as they got the ball at the 44. And they may be punting it. It looks like Rue's also going to be their punter. And Jalen Robinson will be coming in to return it. And for the first time, Mundy's Mill will be punting it away. Jalen standing with his tippy toes on the 20-yard line. There's a snap coming in, and did he get it or not? That's the question. The ball goes real high, backwards bounce. Let's see. And they're going to touch it. Looks like he didn't get it. P.J. Sterling came flying in. Or maybe he did hit it. His ball just went straight up in the air. And it's going to be county football at the Mundy's or at the Harris County 42-yard line. There you see P.J. having a fantastic start and almost single-handedly trying to keep the Tigers in this matchup. And again, Harris County with good field position, taking over right here on the Harris County 42. You got to strike. Caden gets a snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it down. Incomplete. This pass was intended for Jalen. Looked like him in the corner had a little contact. Looks like they're going to say nothing to it. And bring up 2nd and 10. The offense just seems out of sorts, Ethan. They got to get that straightened out pretty quick. So here's a 2nd down and 10. Ball still on that 42-yard line. Harris County. Waiting is Caden again. Gets the snap. He's going to look. Going to throw it downfield. Throw it high route and overthrown. Looking for Jalen again downfield. That time a little deeper. Yet incomplete again. And now it's 3rd and 10 at the 42-yard line. You got freshman Jaden Marshall in the game at running back. He stays out there. Cade and Jalen swap and go to the top of the formation. As you got Doffett and Preston Jenkins to the right of the running back. Now Jaden goes in motion to the bottom of the screen. He's under pressure. Caden slung down at the 35. And Harris County is going to be forced to punt it away on, again, another 3 and out. And they're just hoping this punt goes a lot smoother than the last punt with a bad snap. And Nate Batchelor couldn't get away. Now you're hoping he could get this one off. As Mundy's Mill bringing the pressure on that play. And this offense still just trying to figure itself out today. Mundy's got guys on and off the field. And Mundy's Mill is going to take a timeout. Let's take it with them on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And here we go. Cowboy Wes Saperton waves his arm. Preston snap. This time's a little high. Batchelor able to get it away. There's a slew of Tigers down there to down it. What a roll. He's going to get inside the 25. And Matt Love's going to touch it on the 22. And Nate Batchelor with a fantastic punt. Coach Suber really out on the field welcoming back on that one. He's filling it for his kicking squad. What about that? You notice that Preston had the low snap the last time, and that one almost got away a little high. He was trying to make up for it. But here you go with this defense. Now you feel you got Mundy with a little bit of pressure pushing them back some. See if they can make a play.
Yeah, and you really haven't had to, or Mundy's Mill hasn't really had to drive on you, too far. Now's your time to try and get off the field and get your offense back out there. Try and tie this game up as soon as you can.
Rude hands it to Bogart going to the right side. Harris County waiting on him. And he's going to bounce forward. He's still going to get about 4 yards, 3 yards. And it'll be second down. Just past the 25, maybe to the 26. Harris County doing a better job since that first drive of trying to round up that running game and contain it a little better. Now they're going to come down with trips at the bottom and one to the top, and they're going to have 4 wide. Now they're going to put the running back in motion down to the bottom. Quarterback draw. Looks like PJ might have had held there. Now the quarterback going to try to pass it. He gets hit, and the pass is incomplete. And there is a flag on the field about the 31-yard line. We checked that. Maybe that was, see what they call. Jacob Harbuck saying ineligible, and that's what it was, ineligible man downfield. Offensive lineman looked, and it looked like the quarterback was going to run, so he went to do his job and block, and then when the quarterback decided to pass, they took that away. And you see that a lot in the college game now with the RPOs.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, when that quarterback starts rolling out, that's where you're going to get in the danger zone of those guys going downfield because they think you're going to take off and run, especially when your momentum is bringing you forward and you have guys on you, you know, you don't think you can get that ball away and throw it.
Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. They're going to put trips at the bottom again. One receiver up to the top. Bogar next to Rue in the backfield. Rue going to take it and drop straight back. He's under pressure. He's going to flip it, a little screen pass, and there's green grass in front of him. He's got the first down. As that was a beautifully drawn up play. As they let the pressure come, Rue waited just long enough, flipped it out there, and it's a first down Mundy's Mill. And again, Harris kind of not able to take advantage of the penalty in the bad field position.
Yeah, and that was a great execution of that slip screen right there. That's why all that pressure got there. Those linemen were moving out to the right, become blockers for the running back.
Now they're going to say 3rd and short. Now they're going to want to talk about it. Let's see, they're moving the chains. It's going to be the first down. And Mundy's Mill able to get it. They're at the 34 now. Same little formation. Now it's going to be a quick pass. Roll out. He's got a lot of green grass. There he goes. He's got the first down plus a little more as Harris County finally gets him down around midfield. And when he pulled that ball down, he could just see green grass to the right. He took off.
Yeah, and that was instantly, too. He got the snap. I don't think it was designed at all. He rolled out right, and, you know, it's a lot when you see that soft zone coverage. When those guys instantly drop back, that's going to open up some room. And he was able to identify it and take off.
Now it's 1st and 10, ball right on midfield. Bobbled, hit by Sterling, ball's out. Let's see who recovered that. Mundy's comes up with it, but they lost a lot of yardage. That was the running back. Darryl Scott made the recovery. They're going to lose about 10 yards as the snap was high. It looked like Sterling under the quarterback met at the same time when the ball was coming down. And again, the ball just out of reach from Harris County. That's going to put the ball on the 39, 2nd and 21. For this Harris County defense, you got to find a way not to surrender this.
2nd and 21.
And it starts with the 2nd down play, not surrendering. Big yardage right here, keeping it to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and I like that they're playing up here.
Here we go. Harris kind of trying to get some pressure. Reggie Brown getting to the quarterback. Ball was up, and let's see if he held on to it. Looks like he did. It could be an interception. It is. And that was Montrez Woods on senior night. Another senior forcing a turnover. It was Reggie Brown with the pressure and senior Montrez Woods with the interception. And Harris County has the football again in a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, I think that was just some miscommunication there. I don't think that receiver ever knew the ball was in the air because he never looked back to try and make a play on it. Montrez went up and got it. Good execution there, and that's something Harris County really needed here. Try and go down there, get some momentum, get a stop. And they've done both of those right here. Try and capitalize off of it.
Matthew Alexic in at quarterback. Trying to find some kind of jump start for this offense. Alexic gets it. You knew it was going to be a quarterback run. He runs it in there, and he's going to get about 2 yards on the gain and bring up a 2nd down and long situation for this offense. Love checks out. Stepaniah McGee checks in. Alexic staying out there. He has the play call. Cade, Tyus, and Jalen at the bottom of the formation. Zephaniah McGee at running back. 2nd down and 8. McGee in motion. They're going to throw it to McGee. He catches it on the run. Makes a man miss. 45, 50. Another man on his feet. McGee is going to the end zone. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Big play, Zephaniah McGee. And that's the lift Harris County was looking for. Montrez Woods gets the interception. McGee does the rest. And Harris County's the extra point away from tying it up.
What a great play there from Zephaniah, being a playmaker. And that's something Harris County have had a lot of the past couple years, and Z has stepped up this year. That was a great play, able to avoid some tacklers, and man, Harris County really needed that. And I mean, just talked about capitalizing and getting momentum, and if that's not a way to do both of those things, then I don't know what is.
Batchelor in for the extra point. And now we got a flag. Looks like we're going to wait and see what the call was. It was a pre-snap. Offsides on Mundy's. That's going to be half the distance to the goal. They'll put the ball on the goal 1 yard line. They're going to stay out and kick this extra point and tie the game up. This is going to be Preston Jenkins. Caden Harrison will do the holding, and Nate Batchelor is going to try to poke it through. And Batchelor kicks it halfway to the schoolhouse, and it's good. And just like that, Harris County's tied this puppy up 7-7. And what a way to cap off your Bashir's Kubota scoring drive with a fantastic 42-yard play as Zephaniah McGee making people miss left and right, keeping his balance and taking it all the way to the house and getting that momentum. But really it all started with the Montrez Woods interception, and Harris County finally ties it up. And it's felt like they've had good field position a couple times, but man, that felt good for Zephaniah to take advantage of that Montrez interception.
Yeah, and we've seen him be so close to breaking off big plays this year, and he finally got him one.
Yeah, it makes you feel really good, and you got to think Zephaniah is just a sophomore. You got 2 more years to see him here in Hamilton. We mentioned last game of the 25 season, but you kind of look at it as the first game of the 26 season. And here's the kickoff. Nate Batchelor, high kick into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. And he's been working on that all season, and it finally comes at the end of the years. He's been heavy in the weight room, heavy with his kicking coach, Coach Subra. You see right there on the field with him. And, you know, Ethan, we talked about all year the kickoff's been kind of a problem for Harris County, but the best weapon you could have on special teams is a kicker that kick it into the end zone.
Absolutely. You just mentioned it, and that's something he'd been working on. And it's huge because, you know, instead of giving them the ball at the 40, 45-yard line, you know, you give it to them at the 20 just about every time.
And how many times have we seen Harris County get momentum and give it right back away with a big kickoff against them? And not right then, as now it's going to be Mundy's dropping back. Harris County trying to put some pressure. He's going to run up. Sterling hits him from behind and drags him down, and he's going to gain about 1. PJ all over the field. I talked to PJ before the game, and you know they do a special thing in Harris County. They line up in the indoor facility, all the players, and they go down. You handshake every player. The senior shakes hand, hugs every player and coach. And when they were doing that, talking to PJ, you know he was a special teamer early in his career. And now just seeing him go from that number 38 being that skinny kid to what he is now. Now 2nd down, he's trying to get in there again. It's under pressure. They're going to flip it. And incomplete. I'm trying to see who that was in coverage. Jace Britt breaks it up. Mentioned he's a freshman going in out there. First action of the varsity. And how about this 3rd down and long? Ball the 23-yard line, 3rd and 7 situation. You could try to get some good field position with a stop right here. Harris County looks over to the sideline, gets their defensive call from Coach Winkles. That defensive line gets up on it. Rue with the snap. He drops back. P.J. Sterling's on him. He flips it high in the air. Bogart catches it. He's taken out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot, and they might have gave it to him. P.J. Sterling with the pressure. Rue took a heck of a shot. He's slow getting up into the sidelines, and it's going to be a first down, but at what cost if you're Mundy's Mill? Quarterback staying in the game. As P.J. come untouched, but it was that same little slip screen they did earlier, Ethan. At that time executed just as well, but that time right at the first down markers. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to give it to Bogart that time, and nothing doing again. Harris County's really clamping down on this run game from the running back. See where they spot it, maybe on the 31, maybe a 2nd and 9 coming up. Coach on the field giving the play. So we're under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter, almost halftime. Trips down at the bottom. Single man up to the top. Looks like Scott in at running back, I do believe. Rue flips him to his left. They're going to run Rue that way. Harris County was waiting on him, and he slips and falls at the 15. Y'all wouldn't believe who it was with the pressure, as it was P.J. Sterling back there. Liam Colley getting in as well, as that really gave him no option to go, as P.J. was to his right, Liam to his left, and he just fell down.
Yeah, and that was great timing from Harris County. That the pressure has been great all night, and continuing to send that pressure on him. He hasn't been able to throw it downfield. And now, big mistake from them, and you have got to get off the field now if you're Harris County.
Absolutely. It's going to be 3rd and 24. Ball on the 16-yard line. Drop back. He has time. He's looking downfield. Now here comes the pressure from the backside. Throws on the run. Up in the air. Interception, Harris County. Going to be county ball. Keith Doffett gets the interception. As he might have said something after he got it, as a penalty flag came flying up. It looks like he might have said something to the visiting bench that drew the flag. And, that's been a big thing with GHSA this year. And Harris County had a couple times, I think back to the Northside game, with spinning the ball in the end zone, they got called. And now apparently saying something to the visiting bench. There was no doubt an interception.
At least the good news is it's after the play.
Yeah.
So Harris County's still going to have the ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. We know it was on Doffett. You can see him saying something to the sidelines, and then the flag came out. Kills your field position, but like you said, you get the ball. And what that really does, it turns now your field position into what it would have been with a punt, with that 15-yard. But, it all starts with that pressure that they've been giving P.J. Sterling. I was talking about him, when he wore number 38, he was a scrawny little kid that loved football. And staying with Coach Watson and staying in the Coach Holbrook strength and conditioning program, more importantly, the dude is jacked, and you see him really coming up, making some big plays, along with Reggie Brown and Liam Colley. We'll talk about Liam Colley more maybe the next defensive drive. But right now we're all about this offense. Alexic staying in at quarterback. Now it's going to be Love going in motion. Alexic's going to keep it himself. Big yards. Going to gain about 11 yards. They're going to give him 10 yards. But it still should be good enough for the first down. And there goes the chains. Alexic's ready, waiting on the whistle. There it is. Again in motion. Another quarterback power. He breaks a tackle, and he gets driven forward. And it's another Tigers first down, as they'll be about their 23-yard line. And Harris County here at the end of the first half trying to put something together after another turnover forced. Try to take a lead into the break. Alexic, Love in motion. Another quarterback run. This time he gets hit, and he'll go right down. Remember last year, Harris County was up 14-0, and Mundy's drove all the way down to the 2-yard line. And last play of the half threw an interception. Harris County's looking to not do that. and instead sent it to halftime with the lead and all the momentum, much like last year, that led to a blowout win in the second half. But right now the Tigers are in a dogfight with Mundy's Mill, tied at 7. We're at 3.5 minutes to go. Alexich this time Love to his left. He has Cade down at the bottom of the screen. This time he's going to throw it out to Jalen. Nice out route. Caught and brought down inbounds about the 21. They'll gain about 4 on the play and bring up a third down. Ball sitting right on the 21-yard line. Cade down at the bottom of the screen. Jalen staying in that slot, same formation they've been in all night. Love to the left. Alexich hard counts, nothing doing. Looks at Coach for the signal. Coach with a quick signal into him. And they're ready for the third down play. Another hard count. And let's see, flag. They're going to say Harris County moved. And Harris County offensive linemen are wondering what they called. And there you go, 3rd and 8. Add 5 to it, 3rd and long. Changes a lot, including your possible field goal, as that get pushed back even more. Right now, Harris County don't want to think about a field goal. They want to try to get the first down and keep this drive moving as we're inside 3 minutes to go. Finn Taylor coming back in at tight end. They're going to flip the receivers to the wide side. Cade going up to the top. Jalen staying that slot. Alexich at quarterback. Finn Taylor on one side at tight end. Preston Jenkins on the other next to Trey Anderson. Love in the backfield. Alexich waits on it. Fakes it to Love. Throws it into the end zone. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Tigers. Jalen Robinson catches it. Does a little shimmy, and he'll come to the sidelines. And Harris County has a lead, 13-7. And we'll wait on this Nate Batchelor extra point. Matthew Alexich coming in and lighting a fire to this offense. Batchelor looking to kick it off. And there's the snap, the hold, the kick is good, and it's 14-0. And what a way for Harris County to cap off the Bashirs Kubota scoring drive as Matthew Alexich looks for and finds Jalen Robinson. And it's going to be a 26-yard touchdown pass, and it's a 14-7 lead here late in the first half.
Yeah, and that was a simple wheel route that, I think that got that safety and corner confused. And that miscommunication there cost them a touchdown. He was wide open in the end zone. But, good throw, good catch, good play. And Tigers now with the lead.
Late here in this first half, Ethan, just think back to spring when we watched Caden and Matthew Alexich throw that wheel route. And that's kind of the fun thing that we've had the opportunity this year with the social media team and just being around this team as much as we have. Before we got to spend all spring. We went to OTAs. We went to summer workouts. And we've seen that route and that hit them in stride. And when we saw Jalen Robinson, both of us knew right away that's a touchdown. And, hey, the throw was right on the money. Jalen made the catch. And, hey, Harris County's up 14-7. And now let's see what Nate Batchelor does here. And there's his boot to Leather, driving him back. He's going to catch it on the 1. Now Harris County's going to try to get down there. P.J. Sterling comes in and dives, makes a cut to the outside, and they're going to get the ball at the 19. They're going to give it to him on the 20. But how about P.J.? He's your star defensive lineman for most of the year. He started all these games. We mentioned when he was a sophomore, he was on your kickoff team. He's a senior, and he's still doing the kickoff team.
Yeah, and that just shows how dedicated he is to football. He's such a good player, and I love to see him out there playing.
And, one thing, and I know you'll attest to this, you're at the schoolhouse. You're around him a lot more than me. He's a great kid. His personality is fantastic. He is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
He is so funny. And, here he goes right out here making plays. There's a snap. Rue looking back. Nice spin move that time by Sterling. Here comes the pressure coming, broken tackle. And he's going to get about 5 yards on that one, maybe 6. Liam Colley makes the tackle. And, hey, I was talking about Liam. you know, we're trying to wrap all this. The last game of the year, we got some stuff. Liam made a big move this year. He went from defensive line, where he loves playing defense, to offensive line. But today, talk about a kid that was jacked up and excited to play some defense. It was Liam Colley. Here's a second down play, straight drop back. Now Rue has pressure as it's Liam Colley applying the pressure. Liam still chases him around. Big hit coming up. Ball's in the air, and it lands harmlessly out of bounds. As the pressure was applied, Owen LeBeck from the linebacker position. As Owen LeBeck, the sophomore linebacker, and that's going to be a Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout on the field. As they're looking, I think they're going to say he was outside the pocket, possibly in the ball past the line of scrimmage.
Injury timeout on the field.
And now let's take the break with them here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And Ethan, you know, we mentioned all these young kids in the game, and, you know, it's almost like opening night again. We're having to look at our rosters. We're trying to catch whose number is who. It's been fun watching this defense, but really they're being led by that defensive line. You see them three right there on camera. P.J. Sterling, number 10, Reggie Brown, number 54, and Liam Colley in that 35, as they're applying a lot of pressure. And as this game goes on, it seems like they're wearing down that offensive line and being able to crank that pressure up a little more. And they're looking to do it right here on 3rd and 2. There's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback power. He's going to kick to the outside. They hit him. He's going to get the first down. And quarterback slow getting up. LeBeck in on the tackle. They're going to put it on the 33-yard line. Snap, Rue dropping back. Now they're going to put pressure. He's trying to point his receiver. He gets hit by P.J., throws, lofted up, and intercepted. Jalen Robinson picks it off. As that was Tyron Russell coming in with the interception. These jerseys, 8 and 9s, look alike. Tyron Russell comes in. And we'll have a Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. P.J. Sterling delivered a huge hit on the quarterback that just lofted that ball up in the air. And Tyron able to come in and make the interception. Ethan was perfect with the spot over here next to me calling out the number, but I couldn't see him in time. I was so excited I couldn't see you holding up the 9 fingers for number 9 with the catch. Hey, more stuff we could work on in the offseason as well. But, yeah, Tyron Russell, what a play by him. And, again, that's the 4th turnover this offense has got this half. And, hey, with a minute 19, why not take a shot and try to go up 2 possessions?
Absolutely. You have 3 timeouts, too. You have a great chance to go here double up before the half. I do believe Mundy's Mill will be getting it after halftime. But, I mean, you get up 2 scores here, and you're feeling great going into the break.
Don't forget, at halftime, we'll have the Sound of the County presented by the Beck Center at halftime. Sound of the County with their last home performance of the season. as they're getting this injury timeout taken care of. The Mundy'sville player walking off the field. And now they're going to get this offense out on the field. Here we go. Jalen going to the top by himself. Cade staying at the bottom. So they have one high, one low. Then you got tight ends, big system in here. Matthew Love at running back to the right of Alexic. Ride the hot hand at quarterback. They're going to fake it, throw it over here to Cade. He makes the catch. He's at the 45. Big hit. Keeps his legs going. 50. Breaks out of that one and gets out of bounds, which stops the clock just across the 50. And let's see where they put him. The clock in the stadium is still running, although he clearly went out of bounds. Harris County coaches over there talking to the official. That cost Harris County about 10 seconds with the clock. Now they're stopping on the field as they got to try to get this right. Timeout, Harris County. And let's take it with them on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado, ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And welcome back to Hamilton. Harris County ball on the 49 of Mundy's. 1 minute to go. Alexis drops back, still waiting, hesitates, tries to go forward. He's going to get sacked and brought down. Loss of about 4. Harris County wants to stop the clock. Now you're down to one timeout, 51 seconds, but you're at second and long behind the chains.
Yeah, and I wish they didn't have to use that timeout when Tyus went out of bounds, because it's like at the end of games or whatever. You don't want to use those timeouts when you're going to need them in more important situations when you're trying to stop the clock or whatnot.
And here we go. You think about it. You don't get the clock stopped. You also have to burn a timeout, and it's like you get exactly what you want. You get the first down. You get out of bounds. But you lose a timeout, and you lose 15 seconds that you should have, 10, 15 seconds, which could have been so valuable. And now you're looking at a 2nd and 14 with only one timeout and 51 seconds. And you got to think you'd love to get a big play here as freshman Aiden Robinson checks in at wide receiver down here at the bottom. He was a phenomenal quarterback wide receiver for the freshman team. And he's down here at the bottom. You got trips at the top, led by Cade Tyus in that formation. Let's see what Harris County wants to do here. They drop back. They want to throw it deep. Line drive pass up, and looks like it's a catch. Jalen Robinson, they got to hurry up getting downfield. Jalen flips it to the official. Offensive line is on their horse getting downfield. They're going to get set up quick. And Alexis wants the ball. There's a snap. He's looking downfield again. Pressure coming. And pressure brought down. Now everybody's got to run the opposite way. You got to run everybody back. Tommy Watson going to call timeout and burn their last timeout with 37 seconds. And you think when you're running downfield like that, your offensive line really just out of breath almost, having to block. That's their third timeout. You're down to none. Now you got to start really trying to stretch the field right here and at least have the opportunity for a field goal.
Yeah, and you're going to have some time for, if you say you don't get out of bounds, you're going to have time to obviously run another play. But it's also 2nd and 18, so, you don't get but 8 yards. Now you're 3rd and 10, so that'll come into play too. But they definitely they can go anywhere in the field that they want. as long as, you know, they hurry up and get back to the line if it is in the middle of the field.
I think Batchelor, he's pretty solid from about 35. So, you know, you need to get the ball inside the red zone for an opportunity for a field goal. You feel that 35 to 40 would probably be stretching it a little bit, but he could hit that. But, you know, it's just going to take a perfect opportunity. You don't want to make it the lead to that. You'd love to see Alexis let one rip here and somebody get behind the coverage. Jalen here at the bottom, Cade up at the top. 37 seconds to go at the 38-yard line. They're going to fake it to Love, roll it out. He's going to have to throw it on the run. He does. Caught in bounds. He didn't get out of bounds. Clock is running. Preston Jenkins with the catch. This offense has to hurry up. They're going to have to hurry up. Damon Brooks in at the game. Kay Tyus into the game. They're down to 24 seconds. We got whistles going off. That stops the clock as Harris County needs to take advantage of this stoppage.
Well, big thing is now it's 3rd and 10, so you can't spike it if you don't get 10 yards and try and set up a field goal.
Clock running. Drops back. Alexis over the middle. Kay Tyus catches it. Slung down. He's going to have the first down. Offense running down there. Offense looking at they're looking at Coach Watson on what to do. Looks like he wants to just spike it. Trey Anderson gets set. Offensive line gets set. Ball is set. They order it in play. Alexis gets the snap, spikes it, and stops the clock with 9 seconds to go. And there's a flag on the field. Looks like it's going to be offsides on Mundy's Mill. And that can move them up 5 yards.
There's still 9 seconds left, so you have time, really, if you wanted to throw into the end zone.
Yeah, but you also have time to get sacked and the clock run out on you. I think that's what Coach Watson could be worried about. Take the now Coach out to talk to the white hat. They have their little discussion. No telling what's going on here as the ball is going to be held about the 14, make it a 24-yard field goal. It's up. It's good. Harris County stretches the lead out to 17-7. And they'll take that across the street to the indoor facility for their halftime. Mundy's Mill will go into the field house, and Mundy's Mill was up 7-0, but this offense, who struggled all first half, really came back, gets them 17 unanswered points. We go to the break up 17-7 here in Hamilton, and we'll be right back with the Sound of the County presented by the Beck Center here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, you know, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you know, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
Breaking news. The Mighty Roaring Tigers will be traveling to Rome, Italy, to perform at the New Year's Day Parade. Give it up for the Mighty Roaring Tigers. Drum makers for tonight. Aaliyah, Two Tough Black, Morel, the Toes of One Times. And here we go. Good to be proud. And together you have an evolution. And yes, all good. But go on that drum. Peace to our eyes to the people of the line as we feature our beauty and motion dance line. Dancing to Amazing by George Michael. the part you've all been waiting for, the dance routine. We came down on 5 buses, went through 5 roundabouts, 14 stop signs, 3 traffic lights, a late Christopher Hackett tonight. I hope you enjoy the show. Take a break. Get to it. Tiger fans, it's still not too late, but almost, to purchase your Kubota RTV X4 SCLA1 side-by-side raffle ticket. You have until the end of halftime of tonight's game, so just a few more minutes to purchase your ticket. The winner's going to be announced at the end of the third quarter. Tickets are only $100. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field for your halftime entertainment, the sound of the County Tiger Marching Band. Tonight they will be performing their show, The Wedding DJ, featuring your favorite musical hits from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Drum majors Savannah Lodi, Abby Johnson, and Evan Simmons. Is your band ready? You may now take the field for a halftime performance. Just a couple minutes left to purchase that ticket for the Kubota RTV X4S CLA side-by-side. Going to make the drawing at the end of the third quarter, and you can drive it home. Find your ticket for the Split the Pot drawing. Winning ticket number for the Split the Pot, $293. Ticket number 788-6155. Ticket number 788-6155. Come on up to the press box and get your money before I do.
People walking off the field. We go to sleep, Joker. Yeah, that's so cool.
And welcome back to Hamilton, Georgia. Harris County High School versus Mundy's Mill. This last regular season game for Harris County. Senior night here and a nice cool night, beautiful evening here in Hamilton as Harris County's trying to finish the year off with a win. See them run out on the field. Rick Beach, Ethan Petitt, Widget, Ethan. Harris County started off slow, down 7-0 in that first half, but really finished on a fury of points there at the end.
Yeah, and they showed some great resilience there. You know, had a, like you just mentioned, tough start. But, I mean, dude, they were playing some great football there in the second quarter. Dropped 17 and hoping for a stop here. Come out the gates, get some momentum. Hopefully get on their way to a win.
And you see Nate Batchelor getting ready to kick it off. And there he goes. High kick, going to be called about the 6-yard line. He's going to cut across the middle, looking for a lane. He has to cut to the outside. Harris kind of closing in, and they push him out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And for Harris County, the struggles they had on kick coverage, you'll consider that a win. Right there, you got him inside the 25. and that's where Mundy's Mills will take over. And you saw towards the end of the second half, it looked like this defensive line from Harris County was starting to lean on and wear down that offensive line already, and they'll look to continue that right here.
Yeah, and I think they were doing that a lot more even early in the game. And, that quarterback was doing a good job of being able to, get the ball out, especially on those slip screens. But, I mean, he was getting the ball out, but also he was forcing things into coverage, and that's why Harris County has, 4 takeaways? I think 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that was – they're talking to the side official and the White Hat are conversating over here. And now we got another delay. And here we go. Back ready for action. Here, start the second half. First down from the 22, man in motion. Rude drops back. He's looking downfield. Here comes Sterling. Throws over the middle, wide open receiver. Runs around a couple guys, comes back, and Alexis brings him down. But they're going to give him about 1.5 yards more than he needed. And they'll start with a Mundy's first down. And here they come. One play, 1 first down. Another man in motion on this one. They're going to fake the handoff, throw to the top of the screen, and he's going to step out of bounds right in front of Montrez Woods, who has an interception earlier in this game. Looks like Jaden Brown running into the game. Play that outside linebacker spot. Jaden, a sophomore. Man in motion, flag. Looks like he was moving forward on the snap. They're going to get a play. Is going to be good enough for a first down, but we'll check this flag. It did look like the motion man was cutting up field. This is not the Canadian Football League. You cannot be moving forward at the snap. Ethan, it's almost like doing a hockey game tonight, keeping up with all these changes of players coming in and out.
Yeah, and it's good to see with Harris County, right, getting a lot of guys in there, especially last game of the season. You mentioned this is a preview of next year, so you want to see what guys can come in there and make a play, and they have. We mentioned Owen Liebeck, who made a couple plays before halftime. Good to see him get in there. Just, a lot of guys being able to have that chance to make plays.
That's going to back him up, going to replay the down, 2nd and 12. Brooks and Rutledge, your corners down here on these 2 bottom receivers. Now here comes a third. Have trips down at the bottom. They're going to fake the handoff. P.J. Sterling with the pressure. P.J. Sterling with a sack. Slings them down about the 11-yard line. And just like that, it's going to be 3rd and forever for Mundy's Mill.
Once again, they tried going with that slip screen. It worked earlier, but he didn't get rid of the football, and that's what resulted in the sack.
Here comes a big 3rd down and 23. Harris County getting out here in coverage. Trips at the bottom. Man at top, seen this formation all night for Mondays. They're going to put Bogart, their running back, make it a 5-wide formation. He can drop back now. He's looking downfield. He has time. He throws a high pass down the middle of the field. Harris County dives and breaks it up. Montrez Woods almost able to make the interception. Would have been a heck of a catch. Here it is, 4th and 23 from the 20. And here comes Mundy's to punt it off. And how about that? You coming out of the half, one thing you're worried about is Mundy's mounting a drive and getting some points out of it. And Harris County nips that in the bud, and they force a punt.
Absolutely. And, another better thing is they only went backwards. Yeah. And Harris County, was, that pass rush we were just mentioning, how good they've been tonight, continues to be great.
Let's keep our eye on this punt. Saw how close they were to blocking the punt earlier in the first half. They're running a man out there. Nice, cool, even senior night. Derek Moxley Concrete Service, Harris County Game of the Week. There's the snap. Harris County a little bit of pressure. And the punt going to bounce on about the 49. There's a pickup by Jalen. He's at the 50. They dive at his feet. They can't get him. At the 45, wrapped up about the 43. And that's where he'll go down And that's where this Harris County offense will take over. And it was the change. You know, saw Matthew Alexic come in that first half and, you know, really with his running ability open up that offense.
Yeah, and that comes down to, you know, you don't have to be just a pass-dominant team or a run-dominant team. He's going to open up both things for you, whether he just takes off on his own or he can hand the football off, and now you have basically 2 running backs to worry about.
You look at that offensive line, you got Trey Anderson, Wyatt Williams, Sam Barfield, and Cowboy Saperton, along with Justin Martin playing right tackle. That's your 5 up front. See Aiden Robinson, the receiver, down at the bottom, trips at the top. They're going to throw it to Aiden. Freshman makes a catch, trying to make a man miss. He's going to be slung down about the 40-yard line for about a 4-yard gain, bring up a 2nd and medium. What you want to do, me and you talk about it all the time. You talked about it earlier this game. You get those yards, set up a 2nd and medium. You know, worst case, you're at 3rd and short after this. You want to keep moving with that. Aiden staying at the bottom. Up top, you got Cade, Jalen, and Damon Brooks. And that trips. Alexic at quarterback, ball sitting on the 40. Snap, they're going to throw it again to Aiden. This one's dropped. And here you go with a 3rd and 6, ball on the 40-yard line. You like to keep that momentum, make that catch, and keep the chains moving.
Yeah, and, you know, also they're on this side of the field, you know, that point in the field where in high school this is like no man's land. So you get a couple yards here, you're going to have another down to go for it. So I'd expect, you know, they don't have to go across the chains here, try to pick it up on this down, because they'll have 4th down if they want as well.
Here we go on 3rd down. There's a handoff, and that gets nothing. Jaden Marshall gets the carry. Another freshman. That's going to be a 3 and out and force up a Harris County punt on 4th down and 6. Batchelor going to get a ball on the 41. You got Wes Sappington and his Shield team right there. Big 79, the senior. He'll be getting ready for wrestling season next, as he's the heavyweight going in looking to make a run this year. Another snap's nice. Batchelor kicks it. High punt, way up in the air. It's going to bounce on about the 12. They're chasing it down. Damon Brooks gets it. He's going to down it at the 1-yard line. And Mundy's Mills got a tall task ahead of them. They got to face this fierce Harris County pass rush, and they're going to be on the 1-yard line. And I think P.J. Sterling, Reggie Brown and company is going to be smelling blood.
Yeah, they're going to be ready, and I hope they are. What a punt, and, you know, good job by, who was it, Damon?
Yeah.
Being able to pin him down. This is a huge opportunity for Harris County.
Here they go. See DJ, you see Coach Holbrook out there giving instruction. He's really fired up, getting his crew ready to go. As you know, as a defensive line coach right here, he's excited for this opportunity to try to get this safety. Nate Batchelor punt. Damon Brooks with a hustle to get it down. Sets it up. Shotgun formation. They're not changing anything. They're going to have a quarterback run. He's getting chased around. He's getting brought down. Safety. Harris County gets the 2 points. Liam Colley in there. One play, 2 points. 19-7. Harris County also going to be getting the ball after that. And we're going to try to see who made that play, as he ran into just a big gaggle of Tigers and brought down. Liam Colley was one of the first ones up. Reggie Brown was in on the play as well. Is that really, you know, for Mundy's forcing the 3 and out, it seemed like they're going to be getting that ball back. But that punt by Nate Batchelor and the hustle by Damon Brooks, the down at one, led to that safety.
Yeah, and that's such a big score. You know, it could be. And, you know, being able to capitalize on that, pinning them inside the 1, taking advantage of them being so close to their own goal line, getting the safety. And now they're going to have an opportunity to have great field position on this drive, since it'll be a safety punt from about the 20.
Here comes the free kick. Mundy's checking out. Here comes going to be the punt style. Here's going to stand on about the 37 now. Jalen. There's a punt going to be high, shanked out of bounds, goes out of bounds about the Harris County, or about the Mundy's 35. As the half for Mundy's right now, really disastrous. They go they get a first down, then the next 3 plays they go the wrong way. They force County to a 3-and-out, but that punt on the 1 seems to really discombobulate this Mundy's Mill team. And now they're not only going to give Harris County the football with decent field position, they're going to give Harris County the ball with really good field position. And for Harris County, you really want to just cap it off right here with 7. They're marching the ball. They're down at the 25. He's down at the 24. The umpire still has it, and he'll spot the ball. Let's see, what's that, the 22, 23-yard line? Mundy's 23 is what Coach Renner says on the PA. And now they're going to back them up, I think. Yeah, they back the whole play up. Or is that a penalty? Let's see. No, it's going to be the whole play backs up. 27-yard line. Still 1st and 10. Man in motion down to the bottom. Going to be Matt Love. He catches it. He catches his balance as well, and he's hit out of bounds. Not before he gets about 5 yards. They brought that running back in motion, brought him in motion. We saw Zephaniah got the opening touchdown for Harris County on that play. But a lot of times they bring it down a quarterback run. See him trying to catch a defense snapping on that play. Bring up 2nd and 6. Now they're on the 23-yard line. They got Jalen standing almost out of bounds at the top. They're going to run the running back that way. This time it's a quarterback run. This time it's an Alexich first down plus some. And it's going to be 1st and goal as Harris County's in their Rick Knight red zone. Big gain right there. Sets up a 1st and goal from the 7. Harris County getting their play call in. Alexich talking to the team. Matt Love in the game. Preston Jenkins looking to be a lead blocker. They're going to put Love out there. Jenkins is the lead blocker. Alexich is the runner. Alexich is looked like he was in the end zone. They're going to guess that was a touchdown, Ethan. We're looking around.
I didn't see it, but that's a touchdown.
Touchdown Tigers. Very unenthusiastic touchdown Tigers, as there's no call on the field. And here comes a snap, the hold, the kick is through, and that completes a 9-point play with the safety and opens it up. The 26, the 7, and it's 26 unanswered on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And Nate Batchelor with another good, strong kick, going to be called about the 2. They're bringing out, cut across the middle, breaks a tackle. That's been a problem all season. Zephaniah getting spun around. He's going to try to bring him down. He can't. Montrez runs him out of bounds. Bogar with a big return. We mentioned that's been a problem for the county all season, and it almost bit them in the butt again, but it does give Mundy's a little bit of life.
Yeah, once again, those kickoffs, they something you would think now would be cleaned up, but that's something they can take into the offseason, clean up a little bit. And now luckily that it's a 19-point game, and Mundy's Mill hasn't really been able to move the football, so I don't think it's as big, hopefully, as the other ones have been, or costly, I should say. Hopefully they can get off the field real quick, get that offense right back out there.
That's going to be the plan here. Is it's going to be 1st and 10 from the county 43. Mundy's in a pistol formation. Looks like Scott's the running back. Now he's going to run up next to Rue. Man in motion. They're going to run it. They're going to hand it off, and Harris County sniffs it out, and he gets wrapped up and slung down. Jace Britt coming in, making the tackle.
3-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 13.
And there we go, loose 3 on the first play. Now you got him in a 2nd and 13 for Mundy's. That was DeAndre Giddy, the running back, losing 3. Rue stepping back in there at quarterback. Now he's got Daryl Scott to his right. They're going to hand it to Scott, fake it to him. Quarterback going to keep it. Rue gets to the outside, wrapped up. Jalen Robinson. No, I'm sorry. Again, I messed that up. That's going to be Tyron Russell. Them 8 and 9's giving me fits up here. See big number 45, Antoine Branfield, the senior, coming in. And that going to play some defensive line right here. We talked to Antoine this morning. He was such a great kid. We're getting us some pictures and just working with the media team. Looks like that flag on Mundy's was a hold. Going to keep it 2nd down, but a long way to go for him. 2nd and 18. Backs him up to the Mundy side of the field. They're on the 49-yard line. Rue straight drops back. Harris County, no pressure. Throws it high. Caught. Brooks catches him and slings him down. He's going to gain 8 yards and bring up a 3rd and 10. Damon Brooks, a good play right there to get him down. They threw to the tight end. And they're going fast. They're trying to get it going. Harris County gets up on the line on defensive line. KJ Neal, PJ Sterling and company throws it down, falls out of bounds. They're going to say he caught it, and going to be a 1st down Mundy's Mill. And that's going to put them on about the 31-yard line. Mundy's going fast. They're trying to catch on to something here. There's a snap. Looking. It's going to be Sterling with the pressure. Sterling still coming. Sterling takes him down. There's a flag on the play. The pressure coming from number 10, P.J. Sterling. It might be a hold, backing them up 10 yards. As this Harris County defensive line getting through there. Antoine coming off the field. They're going to put an outside linebacker out there with Jalen Brown. Mundy's walking back. There's the hold on the offense. Repeat the 1st down. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. Long first down, back up. Here comes pressure right up the middle. He's going to roll to the outside. Ain't nobody over there. And he's going to leap and go out of bounds after gaining about 10 yards. And it'll be second down and 10. As Woods got him out of bounds. Man, just like that, you gave up the 10 yards. Now it's a second and 10. Mundy still wanting to go fast. Harris kind of running people off the field. Scott to the left of Rue. Straight drop back. He's looking. He sees Green in front of him again. Britt tries to close it up. He can't get there in time. Another broke tackle. He's got the first down. Then Harris County hits him, and they do bring him down, but not before he gets to the 20 with the first down yardage. Brooks gets credit with a tackle. Don't forget, end of the third quarter, we'll have the winner of the Kubota. When Coach Renner announces it, we'll make sure we let everybody at home know who won that Kubota from the touchdown club. But right now, Harris County's defense, as Darryl Scott gets the handoff, breaks a couple tackles, breaks a couple more, gets hit, dragging people down. And he's going to gain 13 on the play. And it'll be a first and goal situation as Mundy's Mills got an offensive lineman hopping on 1 foot as they're trying to go fast. That's going to be the right tackle. Keep your eye on that matchup. I think that's Nolan Johnson matched up on him. There's a quarterback run. Broken tackle in the backfield, getting to the outside. He's at the 5. He's at the goal line. He's in the end zone. And we got Laundry laying on the 2-yard line. We'll check the penalty before we add points to the scoreboard, I believe. Up. Brandon Schwobel done added them. And they're checking the penalty. Now we're going to watch the white hat hold. They're letting Coach Watson know. There you go. That's going to put Mundy's back 10. That's the third holding call this drive. No third holding call in at least the last 2 drives. And here we go, shotgun. Darryl Scott to the left. He's going to just straight drop back. Here comes some pressure. The dive at his feet. He throws it behind.
That has got to be grounding.
If it's not grounding, it's a backwards pass. The ball should be where the ball went out of bounds. That should be the line of scrimmage. They're going to talk about it. There's the flag. Intentional grounding. I thought he threw it backwards, which would have been a fumble out of bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't completely see that from here, but I knew if it wasn't a fumble, it had to have been grounding.
The ball went about. Either way, they're going to back him up, but that ball looked like it went 4 yards behind where he was standing. We have replays up here that we're looking at.
Yeah.
I.e., the replay we were watching was on YouTube. Same thing a lot of y'all are watching at home. We just backed it up. I'm sure some of y'all are doing that as well. So if you did do that, welcome back to the live action. As a loss of down, second and goal from the 33. I know you Auburn fans having flashbacks to the 4th and goal from the 31. So here we go. Another pressure. Reggie Brown rolls him out. P.J. Sterling coming from the side. They hit each other. He's at the 20 and hit and brought down. Jace Britt in on that tackle with Montrez Woods. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal from, what's that, the 16, 17-yard line? They're going to say the 17. 3rd and goal. 2 down territory for Mundy's. They don't mind getting. Here we go. They got 2 plays to try to get it into the end zone. Drop back, Rue under pressure again. Throws up in the air and incomplete. Reggie Brown with pressure. Tyron Russell with the coverage. And Mundy's Mill with a 4th down and goal from the 17. Mundy's going to take a timeout. Let's take it with them here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And here we go. 4th and goal from the 17 as temperature dips under the 60 degree. They're going to kick a field goal. Going to be a 35-yarder.
Mundy's set to attempt a field goal.
He's going to try to straight on kick it. Snap, hold, kick. It's up. It is in there. 26-10 makes it a 2-possession game. But this defense had them 1st and goal. Thanks to some penalties, but they held them to a field goal. And it's going to cut the lead, like I said, to a 2-possession game. It's going to take 16 points. Harris kind of getting instructions. See Coach Nesbitt down there. Special teams coordinator, offensive line coach. We'll throw it up in a little bit. We'd like to thank our small sponsors. I know we didn't give y'all a shout out in the first half. We owe you that. We'll do that next stop break, as we know all these sponsors that make it possible for this game to be on the air and bring this game to the people of Harris County. You know, and on vacation, on work business, I get messages and people talking to me all the time. And it's just, you know, we wouldn't be able to do that without the sponsors and, you know, helping us make that possible, are those awesome companies that's been with us all these years. Harris County going with 1 return man. They're going to put Jalen right on the 20. Coming up to return this. Brandon wants hot hands. I think we need a little buddy heater over here for me and Ethan. I know he does, wearing shorts. It's getting chilly up here. Here comes the kickoff. And there's a kick right to Jalen. He bobbles it. He catches at the 20. He's looking for a seam. He gets grabbed out the 25 and down, say the 26-yard line. And there's a shove right there. No flag coming in. Seems like they're just letting them play tonight. We've seen that a few times. And they cut it to a 2-possession lead. So it'd be big right here, Ethan, for this offense to go down and get some points.
Yeah, that field goal was a lot bigger than I think, you know, some expect. They were able to go down there, and that wasn't an easy field goal. And, you know, this, like you mentioned, big drive for Harris County. Mundy's Mill has some momentum. They were able to move the ball very well on that last drive. They got very close to scoring a touchdown. One got called back on the hold. So Harris County needs to at least sustain a good drive, take up some time, and at least come up, you know, maybe just a field goal out of this drive.
Jaden Marshall, the freshman at running back. Xander Colley, the freshman at right tackle. There's a long pass downfield. No flag on the top. It's going to be incomplete. And bring up a 2nd and 10. Harris County taking some shots downfield tonight. They did have the 26-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Robinson in the first half. Alexich adding a touchdown, rushing touchdown, and Harris County's defense getting a safety to scoring in the second half. Alexich waiting on the snap. He's going to give it to Jalen. And he's going to run it in there. Jaden Marshall, the freshman running back, nothing really doing for him. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long, maybe 7, 8 yards. He gets about a yard, maybe 2 on that play, Ethan. And Coach Renner just informed me that was a 3-yard gain, so I was wrong all the way around. Harris County got 4 receivers out here. Matthew Love at running back. Fakes it, throws it deep to Damon Brooks. And it's going to be a nice play by Damon Brooks to rip it out. Mundy's got the interception. Damon Brooks, the DB out there, wide receiver, rips it out of the DB's hands, and that'll make it 4th down. And Nate Batchelor will come in and will kick it down, try to have another awesome kick.
You see how quick Damon had to switch from a receiver back to a DB. That was impressive.
We wouldn't expect anything else. His brother playing at Carson Newman. His uncle D-Rock playing Western Kentucky and with the Buccaneers and Saints. That Brooks family is strong here in Harris County. Nice snap, good punt. Batchelor kicks it back, driving him down. He bobbles it, he's looking for it, he picks it up. He's giving us time to get on him, and he's brought down about the 40, 41. And there is a flag on the play. Another one comes in at the top for some extracurriculum at the top as Keith Doffett might have been the victim on that one. As we saw earlier, him get the penalty for a personal foul. Now they're checking the other flag. You got 3 flags on the field. You had 3 different places. 2 are 2 different shades of pink. One's a bright yellow. The White Hat's having to walk a mile to talk to all these officials and figure this thing out. And it's getting no warmer up here. It's just getting chillier by the minute. Here we go. Now he's talking to this guy. Cameraman Jacob Harbuck working overtime, keeping up with these officials walking through the field. I see a lot of pointing towards the team in white and navy blue. First penalty, personal foul, blindside block by Mundy's Mill. That's a 15-yard. That was during the play. After the play, we got a personal foul, Mundy's Mill. After the play, personal foul, Harris County. Those will offset. So only the block in the back, which is a 15-yard penalty, will count. I think that temperature gauge is wrong. It says 58. Ethan, I don't think it's 58. I don't think it feels like 56. Ethan's wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt. He won't admit he's cold because he's a kid, but he's cold.
I'm doing all right, honestly.
Well, his dad's up there with the sleeves rolled up down there on the track. So Mundy's with a man in motion. Brooks coming on the blitz. They're going to run it away from him. Don't make no difference as Harris County gobbles him up and tackles him for about a 2-yard loss. And this Harris County defensive line, Ethan, you got to be impressed with the way they've been playing.
Absolutely, I am. They have been, some of the best we've seen all season. And, they've been real good all year. And they've really stepped up big tonight in big situations.
And here we go, 2nd down and 12 from the 25. Drop back. Now he's rolling out, got a little bit of green in front. Reggie Brown, P.J. Sterling get to him and bring him down. Alexich is in there as well. Antoine Branford getting in there. I'll give you this, Ethan. KB's on the track with shorts on too. And we know she ain't complaining, so, you know, you're in good company. Here's third down. Hells Bells is playing in the background for this big third down. Crowd's starting to make some noise on this 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 29. Snap, dropping back. PJ's making him under pressure. They try the slip screen. Nice play. Keith Doffett jumps up, bats it down. Brings up 4th down. Minute 21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. That means we're a minute 21 from finding out the winner of the Kubota. RTV that the touchdown club is giving away. Mundy's gonna punt it away. Harris County up 26-10, 2-possession lead. Trying to get this ball back. Mundy's running another man out onto the field, trying to get the full 11 on this punt. Snap. Fake, he rolls to the outside. He's got green grass. He's going to get the 1st down. Slung down out of bounds by Keith Doffett, but the fake punt works. As that's Rue, that's their quarterback, been running all night. Also been punting, and he takes off running. Nice read, and he gets the 1st down. They keep driving. Just over a minute left here in the 3rd. Don't forget the names at the bottom of the screen of the seniors. Football team, trainers, social media, cheerleaders, band, and JROTC. Appreciate all them students have given to the high school. 1st down. Stadium clock. There we go. Went out of bounds. They're having to roll it again. Got bodies all over the place at the line of scrimmage. Roll them out. I think you got to get this defensive line something here as they're trying to get that pressure from the blind side. He's running it up some. He's going sidelines. He's going to drop back again. Here comes pressure again. He throws this one for a 1st down and dropped. It's incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Second and 10, they're trying to run a man off the field. There he is off the field. Now they get ready for the play. 2 up top, 2 at the bottom with the running back in. Running back goes down on this little swing route. Harris County can't get this quarterback down on the run. He's going to get 9 yards, keeps driving. He gets 10. Now he gets 11. He's going to have the 1st down. The chains are going to move. Harris County's got to find an answer for this running quarterback. We're going to have a Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. And we'll let that graphic pop up for a minute. And we're going to take a break real quick on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
Hula Hands serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Hula Hands delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And welcome back. Rick beats Ethan Petitt with you. Ethan, I asked you last week, Central Carroll, whose uniform they look like. You said Mississippi State. Whose uniform you think Mundy's Mill is looking like?
I'm going to go with Illinois for Mundy's Mill tonight. I like the blue pants with the orange stripe and the orange numbers on the white jerseys, I think. Yeah, I think I can go Illinois, Syracuse, either one of those. But
yeah, it's kind of surprising because everything else looks like Auburn. And there's a snap, fumble. He picks it up on a bounce and going to get driven back for about a 6-yard loss. And that's going to put him behind the sticks. And, of course, Harris County looks like Missouri. And Missouri getting the overtime win last week at Auburn.
Thanks for reminding me.
That's called a softball, Ethan. I just had a softball and I got to use it. Here we go, 2nd down and 16. And the horn goes off. Harris County's 12 minutes away, but Mundy's Mill is driving here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live Harris County. And we're going to stay with it because the Bashir's Kubota giveaway right here, Touchdown Club giving away the RTV. We're going to wait on Coach Renner to make this announcement. You see this defense, we're fourth quarter. See Coach Nesbitt walking around, got the 4 fingers up. Harris County 12 minutes away from a huge senior night victory. We're waiting to see who the winner is. And here we go. Lisa Scully rounding it up. Miss Sheila Colley down there with her. Miss Sheila's going to open up the door. Pick it up. The official's going to make the drawing. Miss Lisa picks it up. I bet that was mine they just put back in. They're rolling it again. Mr. Lenny said he'll come help. Now the crowd gets super quiet. And he's calling the PA. And Lori Edwards is the winner of the side-by-side. I guess I can quit calling it my side-by-side now. And it's Miss Edwards. So if she's in the stadium, she can load it up and take it to the house. And if she's not at the stadium, we hope she's watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live Harris County. And Miss Lori Edwards, you just won yourself an awesome Kubota RTV diesel engine work wagon, man. That thing's a hoss. But we're in action here. Mundy's makes the catch down on the 29. As I try to get my heart back of getting heartbroken losing the Kubota. And it's going to be 3rd down and short. Ball on the 29. Harris County got a 2-possession lead, but Mundy's threatening. There's going to be a flag on the play and false start. So a 3rd and short. And Mundy's Mill's quarterback's motioning to his band. They're making so much noise they messed the snap count. You don't see that, especially on the road, as his own band causes the false start. You see Rue motioning to the band. Please. As a 3rd and short is now a 3rd and 6 on the 36-yard line. 34-yard line. That would have been too cool to be happening. 3rd and 6. He drops back. He's looking. Here comes the pressure. There's a flag on the play. Still pressure. He's going to take off running. He runs right by the flag that came out, and he goes out of bounds.
This should
Reggie
be
Brown.
100% holding on Mundy's Mill. It looked like PJ was getting held. That should be it.
That's what the official's saying. It is going to be a hold. And PJ's been wearing out the tackle from Mundy's Mill. And sometimes when you're beat, just hold on to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's been so good tonight. Your best bet maybe is to just hold him.
That time, they can't get away with it. Let's see, they're going to march it off. They're still talking. And think about this, Ethan. It was 3rd and half a yard, 3rd and 1 for Mundy's Mill. Then you had the false start backing them up 3rd and 6. Now you have a holding penalty backing you up even more. There's 2 holds on the play. So, you know, I've always felt like this. If there's 2 penalties on the play, one gets declined, you got to feel bad for the one they accepted. Like, hey, why'd you accept my penalty and not the other guy's penalty? You know, just something. But now a 3rd and 1 is now a 3rd and 16 for Mundy's. And now they're back here at the 44-yard line. And if you're Harris County's defense, you need to take advantage of this 15 yards worth of penalties right here on these last 2 plays. Here we go, 5 wide for Rue. He's looking. Harris County's trying to get some pressure. Another flag out. Dives at the feet. Sterling couldn't get him down. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds inside the 20. Now we turn our attention to midfield where there's a flag laying on the 48-yard line of Harris County, and we check to see what it is.
Look like same guy again had PJ.
Holding Mundy's Mill, add that 25 yards worth of penalties here in the last 3 plays. So your 3rd and 1 is now 3rd and 26. And, you know, you just mentioned the same guy, you know, and at some point your coaching staff has to say, hey, get somebody else out there that can just stand in front of him or something, because this ain't working, as Mundy's Mill has that thing in reverse, and it's going reverse in a hurry almost. 3rd and 26, and we mentioned it was 3rd and half a yard for Mundy's. Now here they go again, another empty set. Here comes P.J. Sterling. This time the guy just let him go. Another flag. P.J. Sterling gets the hit. P.J. Sterling, this time it's like their offensive line really just let him go. And he's letting them know as he walks back to the defensive huddle. I think that might be an illegal motion as the running back wasn't set at the snap. Let's check it and see. Yeah, there it is. That's the Coach Watson can deny this one, make it 4th and 26. And Mundy's in a position they just about got to go for it. And they're still talking about it, trying to find out where to mark it from. I reckon, as I would imagine, it would have been, unless it's pre-snap. And then I just dropped another one. Maybe that was a grounding, which would be a loss of down. Talking to Coach Watson, I think they had to read Coach Watson a book on the listing the penalties they could call out on this one. I want to say grounding, which is going to be a penalty, make it 4th and just add them up. Illegal shift. Mundy's, that's going to be declined. There's your intentional grounding. Loss of down, that make it 4th down. And my thing, if you don't decline the illegal shift, I guess the repeat of down, but then you lose the down. So I think that's why Watson said just decline it and let's get this thing back. 4th and 39. Remember, it was 3rd and 1, Ethan. So they lose 38 yards in penalties. There's a snap. Kick is a nice punt. Going to drive Jalen back. They're going to let it, look at this punt roll, 15. At the 15-yard line, it goes out. And they flip field position really good and put Harris County back there. Looks like Caden Harrison coming back in at quarterback for Harris County. And Ethan, that punt really just flipped things and kind of changes it a little bit right here for Harris County.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a chance to go out here and put this game away right now with really any points and just take some time up too. But, I mean, you know, you just mentioned they had 3rd and 1. And, I mean, being able to back them up, you know, those mistakes are so costly because it's still a 2-score game. You know, this game is far from over.
Yeah.
You know, and that possession was huge for Mundy's Mill to try and get back in this game. But now Harris County's got a huge chance.
And, you know, the thing is, you can say, well, Mundy's made the penalties, but Harris County forced the mistakes.
Yeah.
P.J. Sterling forced the guy to hold him. He forced that tackle to either I'm sacking your quarterback or you can hold me.
Yeah.
And they chose to hold, you know, 2 times to have the intentional grounding because of the pressure. So it wasn't just Mundy's giving the yards to Harris County. It was Harris County forcing them into the mistakes. And here we go with Caden Harrison in at quarterback. Matt Love. No, it's Zephaniah in there at running back. And there goes Caden running the ball. Something we've been impressed with, especially the last 3 or 4 weeks, is Caden Harrison running the football.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, you know, when he came in, I didn't know how much of that, you know, aspect of his game that they were going to use for him. I thought maybe he'd be just a pure pocket passer. And, you know, he hasn't been just that. He's been able to use his legs, make plays, and he did right there.
Here we go, Caden Harrison. Waiting on the snap, gets the snap, gives it to Zephaniah. Zephaniah finds a seam, hard running for the county first down, gets it to about 31-yard lines where they're coming into market. It'll be 1st and 10 for the county at the 31. Defense over there on the bench. Miss Snyder coming up, congratulating them. Some hard hustle out there, getting that ball back for. There's a snap. Run up the middle, slung down. He's going to get about 4 yards for Jaden Marshall, the freshman at running back. Connor Creed, we got to tip our cap to Mr. Creed this year. He played a lot of tackle this year. He wore number 55, playing tackle. Even though that wasn't his strong suit, he's more of a tight end. Finally back at tight end, but, you know, just kind of taking one for the team and playing that position. There's a handoff again to Marshall, and he falls forward again, getting about 4, which will set up. Yeah. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Harris County. We're inside 9 minutes now. So Harris County bleeding this clock out a little bit. They'd love to get a first down. Shout out Hunter Harmon in the game up at the top of your formation. Alex Sloan at the slot. Going to hand it again to Marshall. He gets about 2 forward progress. Let's see where they spot it. It might be 4th and really short.
Jaden Marshall, the ball carrier.
If you got a 4th and inches, let's see what Coach Watson does here. We know here they're going to give him a first down and move those chains. There we go, winds the clock. They're going to fake it. Caden going to run this one, breaks a tackle, and driven up. What are we going to call that? 8-yard gain for Caden Harrison. You know, Caden came in after Alexis got to start the first few games. So that's what made it pretty cool tonight, seeing Alexis come in, fire this offense up. Caden coming back out here in the 4th. Hunter Harmon will switch down here. Sloan in the slot down at the bottom of the screen. And there's going to be a timeout. Mundy's Mill. And we can take it with them right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. County.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And welcome back. Junior from Waverly Hall, you see right there, number 3. Second generation quarterback. Whistle stopped this play. And here we go. You see the sponsors right here. These are all the people that make this possible, and we can't thank them enough. Christ Chapel Hamilton, you got the 2 services on Sunday. Whistling Pig, Watson's Exterior Services, Pine Mountain Chiropractic, CareLikeColin.org, the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and Joe Dasher at Bashir's Kubota. Big thanks to him. Go give him a call. Get hooked up with the tractor, help your food plot out a whole lot. And now I think it's going to be the Mundy's Mill Band is going to have something said. Somebody's getting something said to them on the Mundy side. As all those sponsors that help us out, like I said, Bashir's Kubota helps, they do a lot for the Touchdown Club. They help us out. Football, they're just such a big help over there. And it might be from Opelika, but their heart and soul is right here in the county. So here we go, second is short. Big handoff, big hit, but he bounces off of it, keeps dragging. And Jaden Marshall with a nice run, going to bring up a 3rd and short. Right where they want to be.
Jaden Marshall, the ball carrier, just short of a first down. 30 inches for Harris County.
There's going to be a fake handoff, fumble. Caden falls on it. William Wicks in on the offensive line. Another freshman, Ethan, we're getting to see out there. You got Liam. You got Xander Colley, William Wicks, Jaden Marshall, all getting some playing time. Here's a 4th down and 2. Caden looks over to the sidelines, see what play they want to have run. There he goes, Marshall in motion. Caden going to run it on 4th and 2. He gets driven forward. It's all about the spot, and looks like the spot's going the wrong way for Harris County. Now they're saying move the chains, it looks like, and they do move the chains. First down, County. I think they went with the official at the bottom of the screen. He had a better look at it, and his spot gives Harris County the first down. Here we go again, first down. They look to the sidelines. Now they get a false start down here at the bottom as wide receiver. Took off like a track meet, nobody else was moving. Hunter Harmon coming back in.
First and 15.
Here we go, 1st and 15 from the 46. Harrison takes that one and hands it off. Marshall trying to find a seam, a crease or something. Just runs into bodies. He's driven back after gaining, what's that, about 3 yards, Ethan? Maybe 4. Gonna bring up 2nd down. They're gonna say 4. Bring up 2nd and 11. Preston Jenkins still in that H-back spot. Harris County up 26-10 with a little over 5 minutes to go left in the game. There goes Marshall in motion. They fake it up there. Harrison keeps it, and there's nothing doing. This is going to be a 3rd and long coming up for Harris County.
Harrison keeps it. He's stopped in the backfield by
Mundy saying they got a fumble on the play. Ref calls it 3rd down. 3rd and 12 from the 48. You know, I'd like to see Alex Sloan get a catch right here on senior night. They're going to flip Preston to the top of the format, to the top of the offensive line. There's a pump fake at the bottom. He's looking for something. He's going to take off to the outside. Still nothing. Chased out of bounds and slung down. Slides almost through the track, which will bring up a 4th down. Just over 4 minutes to go. And Nate Batchelor will come in and punt it away. Here comes Batchelor. He's going to be standing on the 35. Waiting on the snap. Good snap. High kick. Waiting on it to land. Lands on about the 19, and it takes a county roll. You got to stop it. And they do. At the half-yard line. And look who it is. It's Damon Brooks again. Down in the Nate Batchelor punt. And Mundy's Mill, last time they did this, it led to 2 points for the county. And Harris kind of going to try to have deja vu all over again and get 2 more and stretch this out to an 18-point lead. Here comes this defense out on the field. Led by senior P.J. Sterling. See Reggie Brown going to join Antoine Bradford and Nolan Johnson on that defensive line. Doffett, Alexich, and Britt, your linebackers. As their nose of the ball is touching the 1. As you're going to look at this formation by Mundy's. So now they run a man, Darryl Scott, to the top of the screen. And he's going to jog all the way off the field. They got offensive linemen in the backfield. They're in a quarterback sneak. And he's going to get out to about the 3.5. Be second down from there. But think about when you're down by 2 possessions, Ethan, they're wasting valuable time doing something like that.
Yeah, you've got to go quick here. But honestly, I don't know if I totally disagree with that. But you have to get up and go quick after. And right now they're kind of taking their time. As you know, with only 1 timeout, you don't know if you're even going to touch the ball again after this drive. You've got to go quick if you're going to call that.
Yeah. And now for Harris County, if they hold with the quarterback in the end zone, it's a safety. He's going to hand it off, go to the outside, nothing doing. And here you go, 3rd down. They're going to say, what, about 8? Put it on the 3-yard line. So Harris County can really get after the quarterback right here. Try to get that safety. Like I said, if the offense has the ball in the end zone when the hold occurs, it is a safety.
3rd and 8.
They're going to put it on the 3. 3rd and 8's the call. Quarterback in the end zone. He drops back. Here comes pressure right at him. It's Nolan. He stops, plants, throws it. Receiver running downfield. It's incomplete. Nolan Johnson with the pressure. Quarterback Rue slow to get up. And he's out of bounds in the back of the end zone. 4th down and 7 is what the scoreboard says. Looking on the field, Looks like they're on the 3, and it's 4th and 8. And this might be the white flag waving moment for Mundy's Mill. And Jalen Robinson coming in to receive this punt. And you got to think right here, punter, which he's standing pretty short in front, not usually what they have. I don't know what kind of pressure Harris County is going to crank up right here. Here they come right up the middle and don't get it, but it forces a little wobbly punt that's going to land on the 35. And that's where this county offense will come out. Mundy's with only 1 timeout. Harris County's going to look to try to run this clock down. They'll need about a first down. Should about do it. So get the band going over here. And this will be first down at the 35 for this Harris County offense. Here we go. And Caden going to run it. Caden has a nice hole. He's going to get about 6. And it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 29. And the clock ticking down beautifully for Harris County tonight. As they wanted to end this season with a win, always special to win on senior night. And that's exactly what Harris County's 2 minutes away from doing. Marshall in at running back again. He gets this carry. This time he gets a little bit of a hole. You can see the speed from the freshman. And that's the first down we was looking for. And now Harris County could bleed this clock all the way out. After the game, we will be live with the post-game show with Ethan and Elizabeth. Marshall still in at running back. There's the run by Caden Harrison and taken down.
Caden Harrison is in the ball carrier. 4-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 120 and ticking on the big clock. Harris County gets up to the line. They're going to hand it to Marshall. Bounces around, bounces again, taken down.
Hand off to Jaden Marshall.
And that'll take us closer to that 1 minute mark. And Zephaniah McGee coming in for Marshall, switching out a freshman with a sophomore at running back. And there's your Alex Quinney Good Hands player of the game, P.J. Sterling. You see him right there talking to Levi Watson. P.J. with a fantastic game here on senior night, really leaving his mark on this program and what he's given for the 4 years. And there's the 3rd and 4 handoff Zephaniah. Zephaniah going up the middle, slung down, and that should do it here in Hamilton. That'll bring up 4th down, but the clock ticking away at 15 and counting. The players start their march to the 50-yard line. And Harris County wins one here, 26-10 over Mundy's Mill. And I appreciate everybody this season. Don't forget we're going to have Ethan and Elizabeth on the postgame show. Ethan, hold your thoughts. You're going to need them as you and E wrap this up. It's been a great season. Appreciate everybody. Go Tigers. And Ethan will be right back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Harris County.
And welcome to the post-game show. Elizabeth Fisher, I'm Ethan Petitt. Tigers get a 26-10 win over the Mundyville Tigers. Elizabeth, what do you think about ending the season with a win?
The interceptions were amazing. They came back after a horrible loss last week, and it's just amazing to see how they turned around the season.
Absolutely, and interceptions are made from the whole defense. PJ Sterling, player of the game, we just mentioned him. A whole lot of pressure in this game tonight, and that's why he got the Alex Finney Good Hands player of the game. And Harris County, it's a bright future for them. Now, their record's not going to show it this year, but they had a good season, and their youth is going to be a lot better in the years to come. Any other final thoughts for you?
They did amazing, and I can't wait to see them next year.
Me either, and I think everyone else is excited too. Or that will do it for us on the post-game show, and go Tigers!
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.